All right, previously.
We don't need to worry about getting off the deserted island.
Shut the fuck up! Previously on Tales of the Omega Astria, the party finally departed from the Crone's wondrous asteroid headquarters known as Aiden Keep. As they traveled towards their... Hold on, am I recording? Yes, I am. As they traveled towards their objective,
Hold on.
the AI mind, known as COG, uncovered fragmented memories with the Bronze Phoenix's systems, leaving Erebus intrigued as to what revelations could await them. Their journey was not without its perils, however, as in a moment of curiosity, Dr. Vault and Captain Cock dared to tamper with a mysterious magic device they had discovered. Little did they know that their actions would unleash a malevolent force upon them and the Bronze Phoenix. As the device surged with dark energy, an eerie aura enveloped the room, casting long shadows that danced upon the walls. And from the depths of the device, 10 shadowy figures emerged, their forms barely visible, but exuding an undeniable evil. The ship became a playground for their dark machinations, and the crew was left to confront a formidable enemy. But, through the magic of Devon's healing, in the end the party was victorious once more. Amidst these moments of anguish, the crew's newest members learned what living life on board the Bronze Phoenix is all about, teetering on the edge of chaos and crazy at all times. Then the Bronze Phoenix made its way to Tel Menda's pit stop. The crew gathered their thoughts and searched for Cock's former mentor. In the depths of the pit stop, the Turtle found himself drawn to a booth where a mysterious figure sat donned in a hooded cloak. It was none other than Highest Priestess Lady Wara, the revered and previously presumed deceased leader of the Church of the Anno Fleet. Their inner mind conversation held a weight of significance. I added too many words to this, as Lady Wara unveiled crucial information about Tratus's takeover of the Forges, shedding light on his dark intentions and revealing the existence of a ship called the Centurion, where the Highest Priestess believes the former commander of the Vindicta, Leon Adrian, is potentially being held prisoner. Meanwhile, Reinhardt, the commander of the current party, found himself approached by an old friend, someone he has not seen in person since when he was even younger man than he is now in the Ring Fleet. So, will our heroes uncover the truth behind all of Tratus's plans? Can they rescue Commander Leon Adrian? Can they unveil the whereabouts of their lost companion, Cheros? The answers lie ahead as their epic journey continues to unfold week by week, with countless challenges, potential new allies, and feared adversaries awaiting them on Vegorok. And now, I will set the scene for our three adventures. Within the tapestry of characters and stories, the cantina that you all sit in stands as a haven for wanderers, rogues, and those seeking respite from the trials of the galaxy. It is a place where secrets are whispered, alliances are forged, and destinies are intertwined. The dimly lit cantina hums with a mixture of hazy conversations and low ambient music. At the secluded booth near the back of the seating area, Captain Cocculus, in his white Panther Tabaxi disguise, and his loyal companion Drigi sit there, eyes scanning the room with a cautious intensity. The worn metal table bears the marks and stains of the countless patrons who have sought a drink and a comfort within these walls. Meanwhile, at a nearby table, Devon, the medic, sits engrossed in conversation with two fellow orcs. The trio share a hearty laugh, their deep voices carrying a sense of camaraderie. They raise their glasses, toasting to tales of their home planet Megru 5 and the adventures that brought them together in this gritty cantina.
Hell yeah.
As the camera sweeps across the room, its focus settles on a figure cloaked in shadow, Erebus, the true tabaxi of the group, the rogue observer. He occupies a whole corner table to himself, his piercing gaze fixed upon the lively scene. His presence exudes an air of quiet command, and the other assemblage of the pit stop instinctively avoid his scrutiny. He studies the room, his mind absorbing every detail, seeking hidden troops in the depths of this seedy establishment, while also keeping a close eye on the figure who just approached his allies. In the back middle of the cantina at a table, Reinhardt, the seasoned warrior, finds himself engulfed in an unexpected embrace, his arms wrapped tightly around a man draped in a billowing leather cloak. the individual's face concealed behind sleek sci-fi sunglasses. The reunion evokes a mixture of warm intrigue, their shared history evident in the firmness of Reinhardt's grip. As they both pull back amidst the flickering lights and fragrant haze of intoxication, the stage is set. So, I guess since Jacob's not here, I ask you, what do each of you do?
I think Devon will just continue on with his merry conversation with Draka and Gudrick, but also remaining wary of not trying to drink too much. One, for what happened before, and two, because I'm not paying. So.
Nice. Alright. How about Cock?
Cock is going to be trying to figure out how he's going to fit Lady Wara and her bodyguard on the ship.
Alright, so you're thinking about the layout. Wait, are we on the ship thing on Roll20? I should probably open that, huh?
No.
Nah.
We're all waiting for you.
It's fine.
We have two bedroom spots open, Andrew. They won't be able to sleep together. One will have to be with Bruce and Brack. One will have to be with Dr. Vault and Roland
We could move people around, so.
They just got their new rooms. Alright, everyone, we're changing it up. Get out.
We're playing musical chairs.
You could kick Dridgy and Timbly out of your room and put a Ice Priestess in there. You could force the new guy that doesn't talk to sleep in the bathroom. Seemingly, that's what Leonard Latour has been doing.
We open the bathroom, Leonard and new guy are snuggling in the toilet.
in the toilet. Not in the shower.
What about Erebus? What are you doing?
I guess I'm trying to... How close am I to Reinhardt?
Pretty close, like 10 feet. You can see him from here.
I'd like to listen to his conversation.
Okay. You hear... Basically, the two are embraced for quite a while. Eventually, Brock also joins in and hugs both of them. And you just hear Brock be like, "Hugs! I love hugs!" And then they all sort of break apart, and then you just hear the strange man say, "You told me to come find you if I ever get any leads on Oberstein." Yeah? Well, it's just good to see you regardless. Maybe we should talk alone, old friend. I got a ship outside for when you're done here. Okay, I'll try to find you then. What does the ship look like? And then they exchange information, and then eventually the guy walks away. And then Reinhardt sits down.
I walk over and join them at the table.
Alright. Brock is like, "Hello, kitty friend! Are you ready for a new hug?"
Not right now.
Okay!
So, Reinhardt, what was that about?
Huh? Oh, him?
Yes. The mysterious hug man.
Oh. Old friend. It's nothing.
Seems like he has an offer for you to join him.
No. I haven't seen him in years. Literally, this is the first time I've seen him face to face in 5-6 years. I don't know what he wants. Maybe he's just come to say hi.
Well, if you need backup, you let me know.
Of course. I mean, what's he gonna do? Hurt me? I got my staff. Oh wait, no I don't.
What happened to that?
I gave it up for Maddie, remember?
Oh, no I didn't.
Oh yeah, I forgot. For whatever reason, Erebus wasn't paying attention at that point.
Sleep.
Well, it's no big deal. I'll probably go talk to him a bit and see what he's thinking. Actually, I'm just gonna go do that now. Get it out of the way. He like gets up. You don't need anything else? Are we still casing the joint?
Just remember, we're on a tight schedule. Might need to leave in a hurry.
Yeah. I'll do it real quick. And he turns around and starts heading for the door. And you can hear Telmen to be like, "Are you gonna pay for those drinks?" Oh yeah. Let's see if Reinhardt has any gold.
I don't.
Reinhardt, where the fuck is your character sheet, boy? He's got 1,000 gold. All right, he throws 10 gold on the table. Yeah, that'll cover my friends as well.
Can we siphon that gold into the ships? coffers.
And he runs out the door before you can say that. All right. What about the rest of you? What do you just continue doing your thing? You're pretty much just waiting for Lady War to come back, but is there anything you guys want to do in the meantime?
Would I have noticed the people up and leaving, or am I too engrossed in the conversation to kind of see that?
What's your passive perception?
Passive perception is 18.
Oh yeah, you would have noticed. You would have noticed Reinhardt leave.
Well, in a cordial manner, Devon will begin to wrap up the conversation. Very, very good hearty conversation with Draka and Gudrick, and thank them both for their true hospitality and the whole shebang. Just making them feel like it's like appreciate that orc to orc we can talk.
Well, they just say, well, yeah, if you ever on any of the forges and you happen to see us, don't be shy.
Yeah, will do.
It's nice meeting you.
Easy to pick out us in a crowd. You as well, Draka and Gudrick. Take care now. Hope the new jobs go well.
Thank you. Good luck on your adventure, friend.
Yes, we'll need it. And I'll walk out the door and follow after Reinhardt.
Okay, you start following Reinhardt.
Does he walk past me?
Or just head... Actually, wait. I guess I would know where Erebus is, so I would go up and talk to Erebus before I...
Alright.
I was like, where the hell did Reinhardt just go?
You want to go have a conversation with a friend, please?
You think this is any of our concern, or should we just trust in his judgment?
Reinhardt will let us know if it needs to be.
I don't trust friends.
Okay.
How much alcohol did that 10 gold pay for?
Like cheap stuff. A lot of cheap stuff. Nothing that expensive.
Did they bring that cheap stuff to the table? It's just now sitting in front of us?
No, he just paid a tab, basically.
I would like to drink a bunch.
Ooh.
What's on the tab?
No, he just paid the tab of the stuff that Brock and Reinhardt had already
Gotcha.
drank. Yeah.
Gotcha. I wasn't really sure about that. And I will not drink anything. Unless he left some of his beer undrank.
Yeah, I mean, there's probably a cup there that hasn't been finished.
He's like, ooh.
I kid.
Yeah. Just
start
walk up to
licking the
random
rim.
tables and drink their beer.
Ever since, the two magic attuned items I have both give me poison resistance, so alcohol doesn't really do anything for me anymore. It's just
The bartender's picking it up and you're licking it. It's like, hey, stop that.
It's just flavored water.
Nasty ass.
I'm gonna ask about any specialty drinks of this establishment.
Okay, so you get up to go to the bar?
Yeah.
Alright. As you're walking up towards the bar, you remember that dwarf feller from last time that walked in and talked to Telminda, and now you can see him stood up, staring at this black armored guy sat at the bar, and you hear him say, "Well, now you want to talk, eh, friend? You here to cowboy dwarf? No, I'm not gonna do this." And the dwarf is clearly just drunk out of his mind. You got some nerve thinking that you can come up here some tracker trash talking like that and tell me what to do. And everyone at the bar goes quiet for a second as this yelling happens. You just hear,
Oh God, here they go.
"Sir, I'm waiting for someone." Ugh. Well, shit, son. You could have just said that. You know what? 2 more drinks for the tracker. On me. Sorry I blew up. Sorry, everyone. Go back to your drinks. And the dwarf just sits on the floor. And you walk up to the bar. Tells they're pouring 2 drinks for the guy.
He gets up out of his seat and then sits on the floor.
Literally.
That's how he's punished when he was 5.
That's how the dwarves do it.
Hello, bartender man, sir.
Hello, Tabaxi. I didn't see you walk in.
It's a bit of a specialty of mine. Old party trick.
Oh.
I wanted to know if this little stop here was famous for any drinks in particular. Something that's maybe a specialty of yours.
Oh, well, of course. I'm known for all kinds of drinks. Really depends on what you've got an itching for. Give me the tentacle drink.
You have anything I can suck on?
I'm partial for a tentacle right now.
Anything that would make me feel drowsy, perhaps? Maybe, something with a little spice? Those don't have to be the same drink, but, I'm giving options.
Those don't have to be the same drink. Okay. Well, I've got a thing called a universal kiss. It'll make you feel all kinds of special, but not necessarily drowsy. There's the grape hound, which is a large kick of grape, but it'll knock you out if you're not partial to that kind of strong drink. There's the electric rumble, which will give you a bit of a zap, which might wake you up, but after the fact, you're not going to want to be awake. Or a gin blossom, but gin blossom's very expensive. We're talking hundreds of golds, but you'll never regret it. That's a Telmenda guarantee.
Shit.
Interesting. Do you perhaps take orders for large quantities of alcohol in general?
I prefer to do it one drink at a time, but I can do it if you're willing to pay extra. I just like to, I like to make every drink individually to make it special.
Of course.
Make it worth
Yes.
its price.
Pay extra for bulk purchases. That's a hell of a deal you're getting there.
Well, if I could place an order for the Universal Kiss and the Electric Boogaloo.
The electric rumble?
Yeah.
Okay.
That would be wonderful.
Sure, I can do that.
Could I perhaps try maybe a shot of the Frosty Jim?
I'm not sure I serve a Frosty Jim. Let me take a look. Let me take a look at the menu. Maybe I know how to make that. Is that you
got
making
Jack
something
and
up or
Coke?
trying to say one of the ants? One of the...
I was trying to say the fourth one, but I can't remember any of the names.
It was the Universal Kiss, the Grape Hound, the Electric Rumble, the Gin Blossom.
Ah, yes, that's the Frosty Jim.
Okay, I see what you were going for there. I was like, if you want to make up a drink, I'll fucking come up with something, but... But, yeah, the Gin Blossom, okay. Alright. I will procure a shot. It will be expensive, but, it'll be worth it.
Of course.
Just give me a minute.
Oh,
He pulls out just a fucking huge kit of, like, different ingredients and stuff and starts pulling out glasses and stuff. Pouring liquids into one, shaking it. You watch him go to work. You can see the strange armored guy that's sort of sat next to you. I don't know if you've sat down or not, but he's sort of sat at a chair next to you. And you can see on his arm, it just says network. And you've seen people like this before, but they're rare. They are basically like field reporters, but they're trained in combat so that they're not easily taken down, because they usually do very exclusive scoops. They're like TMZ, but like violent. Trained
Less of a
assassins.
tumor on society.
Hey man, I want to know when fucking I don't know. I can't even think of a celebrity. I want to know when Elon Musk is walking his dog or whatever. That's important to me.
Where's private jet is going? All 5 of them.
which one is he on?
We'll never know.
Elon Musk used 3 private jets at once. What the fuck?
2 of them are sitting on top of the first one.
All right. Eventually, 3 drinks are made. So, Erebus and Devon, are you just waiting to see what happens? You guys just enjoying your time?
Yeah, little merry moment.
All right.
Indeed.
All right. 85 gold for 3 drinks.
Sheesh.
Slap it on the table.
The Gin Blossom is the most expensive drink here, but I hope you enjoyed. If you don't, you can come back for your credits. He slides them across to you.
Ooh. I hate it. Takes the money.
I just throw it. Yeah.
All right, do you take them back to your table?
Yeah, we'll go back to the table.
Give me a sleight of hand roll as you do that. As you pick up the drinks.
Okay, and then 20.
Let's see. All right, so as you go to pick it up, you can see like your fake hands face through the drinks a little bit, but as you like look up, like panic to look at Telmenda, he's already turned around looking for a different drink to make. So you quickly walk back over towards Dridgy.
You thirsty?
Yasirski. She smiles.
My girl.
You hear the laugh track clap for her. As she says that. All right, you sit down and begin sipping on your drinks. So the more I think about it, I'm starting to think that you and Lady War were not listening to me.
I am appalled that you would think such a thing.
I'm appalled that you would get me to talk about my past relationships and not pay attention. That stuff's deep. After everything we've been through.
Do you have any proof that I wasn't listening?
Oh my god.
No, but...
Bullshit accusation.
What was my ex's
Send you
name?
back to the fleet.
What was my ex's name, Cock? Oh yeah, hold on, it's in there somewhere.
let me just
Can you roll like a
this.
deception to see how right he gets?
Well, he's got to come up with the name.
Andrew just watches the last 2 hours.
I watched the entire thing. Hold on. Just 2 hours of cock in silence. His name was Fred Jester Jensen.
Fredman Jester Jensen.
Oh my god.
I give her a big toothy smile, which is weird because I don't have any teeth.
You grab some of the teeth you've collected and shove them in your mouth.
No, that was not his name, but you can make it up to me by giving me one of these drinks. Which one would you like?
Just fucking ask for it. Didn't need a guilt trip, man.
I'm gonna give her the Frosty Gem.
The gin blossom. Alright. She takes the shot glass. Oh my gosh, this smells amazing. She drinks it. Her eyes go wide. Whoa. Oh my gosh. That's incredible. I can't believe how good that is. It's like those things back on. It tastes like you remember those really expensive drinks back on the fleet, the Sprite Cranberry? That's what it tastes like.
A Sprite cranberry. Tastes like
You
a
want
Sprite
one?
cranberry.
It's incredible. I feel like knocking someone's door down right now and handing it to them. I need another one. She places the
have
cup
just
down
one
and gets
query.
up. You want a Sprite cranberry? She starts running towards the bar. You can hear her being like, "Excuse me," and like talking to Tell.
I have a Sprite cranberry.
She just had a religious experience.
Over a Sprite cranberry.
All right, what are you guys doing?
Is Andrew done with his conversation with Lady Mora? We can leave.
She left and said she was coming back. We've been waiting for her this entire time.
How long has it been since she left?
Like 5 minutes. She went to go get her bags from her motel.
Hotel, motel, Holiday Inn.
Exactly.
You should just Dridgy and Cock sitting at that table.
Yeah, it's just us two.
It's Dridgy and a disguised White Panther Tabaxi.
I slide in next to Cock.
Hey, yo.
What up, baby?
I'll join the table too.
What it do, baby?
I was trying to be... Okay.
Well, you can be sneaky. I'm just gonna show up like 20 seconds later, like, oh, hey guys.
Let's see how sneaky I am at making sure people don't see anything weird about this. Let me get my dice out. Just drop them everywhere. 29.
All right, you sit down very sneakily.
So, Cock, what's the
Yes.
deal with your ex-high priestess?
Well, she's not dead, so that's pretty cool.
Mm. Is she joining us? Are we leaving her here? Are we? Why are
Yeah,
we here?
she's joining us. She's getting her Louis Vuitton duffel bag in the back.
And you didn't think to go with her to make sure nothing happened?
I mean, no.
Like, no, you don't think anything's going to happen, or
A, I didn't think about it, and B, I don't think anything will happen because she has a bodyguard.
yeah, so did you, and one of them died, and the other one isn't very useful.
Wait, he's dead?
You didn't realize the other dude died. He's one of the corpses we saw in the research facility.
Did you steal his arms or something? Maybe I'm thinking of something else.
I might have.
It was so long ago.
I'm currently wearing his arms.
He's dead. I can smell him. I thought he was alive. Oh,
He
wait.
was just following. Oh shit! I like
thought
wiped
he
one
was-
of my tears with his hand.
He was clinged on the whole time. So you're telling me those voices in my head weren't my bodyguard? The fuck?
No,
Oh
dude,
my
you're
god!
a little bit crazy, and we all know this.
Very
I am
encouraging.
not. But
That
yeah,
is
she should be fine.
slander.
Now that Devon joins you at the table, Brock walks over and slides in. What were you guys talking about? Or whatever the fuck his voice is.
We're talking
Hugs!
about what is
Oh,
the best type of
raspberry.
hug to give.
What's your favorite kind of hug, Breck?
Backwards hug,
Yeah.
butt to butt.
Oh,
Do you like to tell people that you're giving them this hug before you do it?
Oh yeah, I would always ask for consent, obviously.
Okay.
It's
For
a
real.
tradition
That's
among my people. I
valid,
think.
valid, for real.
The ones that I fought, anyway.
Still valid, I guess.
every culture has their own traditions. I've never heard of
When
that.
your
One.
butts touch,
Do you
do
shit
they
on
like
each other?
stick to? That too. Do you shit on each other and do your butt cheeks stick together? Someone help him! He's choking on a fish.
You know I haven't eaten anything in here.
All right, another 5 minutes go by of you guys talking with Brock about his butt culture. And you can
The
see
butt
Reinhardt
piracy.
walk back in.
I give him
Look
a wave.
around where you guys are, sees you. He walks over and sits down. So it's Devon and Brock on one side, the two Tabaxis, and Reinhardt on the other.
So, Reinhardt,
Yeah. So, I have some news.
good news, bad news, medium news,
Spicy news.
So, the guy
sexual
that
news.
you saw earlier, he was a sergeant alongside me when I was an admiral in the Ring Fleet. I don't know if you guys knew this or not. I was an admiral in the Ring Fleet.
Yeah. I think he told me that.
Yeah, I thought I had, but also I haven't been really talking a whole lot recently for whatever reason, so I can't remember if I have. But just in case the rest of you didn't know,
Even though you got that keen mind.
I know I'm like 21, but when I was a teenager, I was a very important military mind for the Ring Fleet.
But you're 21 and you've been an admiral.
Exactly.
Damn, dude. Damn.
So basically,
I thought my life was impressive.
Von Tang, who's the man you just saw, was basically a mentor for me. He was a sergeant under me when I was in the Ring Fleet, and he just managed to escape Elfir. And basically, from what he can remember, there was a lieutenant under someone that I used to work for, who is named Scarin. And that lieutenant worked for Oberstein, who's somebody that I would like to get revenge on. And Scarin's been spotted doing some nefarious shit on Elfir with a cult called the Faith. And so, Von Tang is offering me an opportunity to go with him. He's got a sneaky way back onto Elfir, but it has to happen now. And I wanted to run it by you guys, but I am leaning going with him.
Well, Reinhardt,
Mm.
we sad to see our commander go.
exactly. That's the hardest part, is I know I have a duty to the Bronze Phoenix, but this is everything that has happened since the war ended. This is what it's been building towards, and I'm scared to let this opportunity go by.
You have a perfectly valid reason for leaving, and, regardless of circumstances that are here or circumstances that may come, you will always be a valued member of the Bronze Phoenix. And if you'd ever like to join us in the future, we'd be glad to have you back.
You get a relationship plus score with Reinhardt as you say that. That means
Hell
a lot
yeah.
to him.
I'm just looking at Cock when did this man get permission to hand out permanent membership to the Bronze Phoenix?
Oh, come on. He could to hell and back. He's allowed to say that.
Literally.
If you have any extra time, do you want to check up on Timbley's dying mother? That'd be cool.
Also, if you guys potentially intercept Jade and that crew on your way to Elfir, that would be very good, because sort of sent them in that direction before we knew there was a giant invasion going on.
Yes, Vaughn mentioned something about refugee camps on the outside of the shield wall, so potentially I can find them there. But it seems like you're all sending me away. No, I mean,
I don't want you to leave, Reinhardt, but if it's what the heart needs and what you believe is best, perhaps Oberstein or Oberstein or whatever you said, has some connection to Tratus, and perhaps your little mission will help weaken him somewhat.
Perhaps. But he is, regardless of if he's connected to Tratus, he is as corrupt as the Ring Fleet gets, and he's the worst of them. If we can get rid of him, that can only help the Ring Fleet. If I can get rid of him. But
yes. Also having someone we can trust not to steal my ship on Elfir.
Absolutely. And when you guys are done on Vegorok, or potentially when I'm done on Elfir, we can meet again. This will not be the last time you hear the name Leon Reinhardt.
That's for sure.
Hopefully not.
Unless I die, in which case it will be the
It'll
last
be
time.
in my obituary.
These words may come back to bite me, but I hope not. And
if not as well.
Potentially, if things do go well, I could get you an in to Elfir. But hopefully your job will do that regardless. Anyway, I'm rambling to extend the period of time in which we are still crewmates.
As what's his face, Devon said, you'll always be part of the crew. Just not an active member currently.
Yes, and I will always be grateful for these moments. I never thought when I joined up with the Vindicta that I would become so close with a band of brothers so unique as you all have been to me, but you are my family now. So when I return, I will continue to protect you as much as I can and lead this crew into the future, and hopefully a much brighter future than the one that Tratus is trying to create. So thank you all.
Yes, considering his plot is to destroy the sun, can't get much dimmer than that.
Nice!
Him is Mr. Comedy.
He fist bumps you.
I shake
right.
Reinhardt's hand.
By the way, who the hell is that? And he points at the white tabaxi sat at the table. He finally looks past Erebus to see
Did
that.
any of us know about his disguise?
I'm pretty sure Erebus did. No? He went up to somebody. No, wait, fucking Reinhardt does know because he was sat next to Drigi when you revealed the disguise. So never mind. He just does that as a joke, and then he fist bumps Cock and then gets up. All right, I'll see you guys.
I was really hurt for 2 seconds.
Does Reinhardt still have his communicator?
Oh yeah, does he? Probably. Oh wait, no. Yeah, he does. Do you want it?
No. That way we can contact him when we get close to Elfir, or he gets close to us.
Ah, yes. Well,
Just keep him in the loop either way.
It only works when we're on the same planet. So.
Oh, okay.
it's been a pleasure, friends. Good luck. Good luck on Vegorok.
Yes.
He
Same
slowly
to you,
turns.
friend.
He nods
Same to you.
and then walks towards the door.
Damn.
Damn.
So who's going to be our commander now, guys?
Oh,
Dridgy.
what do you want? Dridgy, come on, you got this.
It's time to step up, bitch.
Perhaps
Make,
if you're
make Brock be the commander.
perhaps if your holy leader is joining us, she has experience commanding a whole fleet. Perhaps she would step into the role.
I look over at Dridgy and she's just harassing the bartender.
Yeah, she's not getting what she wants.
By the way, should we go check on the lady? It's been like 15 minutes.
Yeah, sure. Why not? Maybe not all of us, but
All right, Cock, me and you, we'll go check.
Okay, yeah. You and I can go.
All right, Cock and Erebus begin to.
I would like to
Mark towards
shadow
the door.
Cock stealthily once we
Excuse me.
actually leave. So Cock is the one walking, and then I'm like
I'm
shadowing
shadowing
him.
Cock.
You're some feet behind, just sort of following in the shadows.
Yeah.
All right, so Cock steps out the door. You can actually see Reinhardt has head back to the Bronze Phoenix, most likely to say his goodbyes to other people in the crew. All right, Cock, you step out the door and you walk out. You can see sort of down the lane on this sort of asteroid parking lot. You can see two different like hotel-looking, or motel, I should say, buildings. You start walking in that direction.
Yes.
You see Blasty's Motel. It actually looks like Blasty's Motel has two different branches here, so you just walk towards the first one, and you can see all kinds of, races and families, like smaller motor, like speeder bikes parked out in front.
Oh.
And what do you want to just like go to the first door you see and start knocking and seeing who's in these rooms?
Yeah, sure. I didn't. I thought you said racism families instead of races of families.
Families of different kinds of racism all over.
No, I'm not the only one who heard a bunch of different racist families.
Yeet, fam. Trying to kill these people.
A bunch of different Nazis, different flavors of Nazis,
Yeah.
some skinheads.
Alright.
I'm gonna go up to the first door and knock.
Alright, give me a persuasion roll.
Nope. There it is. 24.
Alright. Nope. You knock on the door. You sort of put your hands behind your back as you patiently wait, and eventually the door opens, and you see a relatively young, like 18-year-old human man open the door. Hello?
Excuse me, sir. Do you have a moment to talk about our Lord and Savior, the Anomaly?
Oh no. Sorry, I was in a business meeting. Can we do this later?
Oh, of course. Let me write down your contact information.
Okay, let me grab a pen. He slowly begins to close the door.
I shove my leg through the door. Oh no, I have a pen.
Oh no.
Oh, okay. Let me just write it down.
I put my hand out for him to write it on.
Alright, he slowly begins to write on your hand.
565-8955.
He hands the pen back to you. Do you have a pen?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I stole it from the pirate ship when we were doing interviews.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, true. Alright. Alright. He writes something on your hand.
I look at it when he's done.
Alright. It says Jimmy Hillbilly.
Alright, good enough
That's
for
all
me.
that's all it says.
I take my leg out of the door.
It's closing.
Well, that was
Erebus.
productive.
You watch this happen from the shadows.
Yeah. Can I use my perception or investigation to sort of look around, see if I can vibe out which room it's in?
Yes, you can. As Cock begins to walk to the next door.
Oh,
Process of elimination.
Which one am I using? It greatly differs what I get.
So, you're just looking around.
Mm-hmm.
You can do perception, I think, for this.
Then it's 13.
13. All right, so you just start looking. You can see on the top floor of the motel that there is a armored, black-suited bodyguard just stood outside one of the doors.
I go and poke Cock.
Okay. You start poking his shell.
Nah. Cock. Cock?
He's dead! Holy shit, he's dead!
He's engrossed in the door-to-door salesman bit.
Truly, I am.
I slap him.
Ooh. Harder.
I point. I just. Do you turn and look at me?
Yes.
I just point up at the bodyguard.
I look. Oh, hey. I start walking that way.
We both start going towards the stairs.
Since I'm not intending to do damage, I don't, right?
Yeah, no.
Just knocks me out. I go flying.
No, I actually do 1d4 minus 1 damage.
You punch him into space.
If I somehow got a -1, would you get healed?
I go flying through the first room's window.
You smack some sense into him, literally. Alright, so you guys head up the stairs, and the guard, like, acknowledges you, but doesn't say anything.
How's it coming along?
He, like, turns, knocks on the door behind him. 1 moment, please! And then, like, 20 seconds later, the door opens. Ah! Yes, good. I'm ready to go. You can see she has got, like, a whole bag with her. and who is this? Who is this?
God.
My goodness, disrespectful young man.
I didn't do that in game. That's just me in real life.
It like actively blows her hair.
the whole motel crumbles and everybody dies. You've Dovahkiin the fucking. All right, Calculus, introduce me to your friend.
This is Erebus. Erebus.
I introduce myself.
I just want to make sure you weren't going to say my real name.
I'm Batman, bitch. Well,
I'm Justice.
It's nice to meet
Was
you.
I speaking
Erebus.
louder? Because I had both headphones on.
You, I assume are one of Calculus's crewmates?
Yes.
Well, if he trusts you, I trust you. Nar, would you like to escort us? And the black-suited individual moves to the side and sort of starts walking down the stairs. After Nar, she begins following.
Is this black suit he wears similar to the black suit the people who invaded the research facility were wearing?
Slightly, but the helmet is completely different. Like he also doesn't have blades for arms.
They had blades for arms?
Why do I even show up every week?
Dude, it's been like 8 months since then, okay?
Yeah, but they're
not even that memorable.
They've also come back multiple times, but yeah, it's fine.
Who the fuck is that guy?
I guess Erebus just has a poor memory for the Dothan research facility enemies.
It's a traumatizing experience. All right, you follow them back towards. Well, do you want them to head back towards the cantina or to the Bronze Phoenix?
Cock, why don't you guide them to the Phoenix? I'll gather our crew.
Sounds good. You may have to drag Dridgy back.
Do what I can.
All right.
If you need me, you know where I'll be.
Yes.
You head back towards the cantina. Inside, Brock and Devon are sat at the table. What sort of things would they get up to in that time?
I think Devon would just ask Brack more about kind of the culture of his people and stuff past just the kind of a little deeper than just the hugging stuff, if possible.
All right, well, since Jacob's not here, I'll just say the basics. Basically, Brock has pretty much known combat his whole life. He was enslaved. Like, his people on Megru... I mean, you would know this a little bit because you will both come from Megru 5. Like, the bugbears aren't treated well. Most of them are viewed as, like, monsters, and which is hilarious considering the planet they come from. But the ones that, like, aren't, like, roaming free in, like, the wildlands get, like, rounded up. They put collars on them. They either sell them as, like, pets, bodyguards, or they throw them in arenas to make money off of them, like the ogres do. So that's pretty much all he's known. And for one way or another, he's just sort of I don't know, like he's not happy about it, but it is what it is, you know.
It's his reality, his
It's
existence.
his truth. Yeah. Meanwhile,
Devon
as you
can
guys
really relate to that.
yeah, as you guys are having like a really deep conversation and are bonding, Dridgy just walks over and sits down. Okay, so apparently he won't sell me anything because calling a man a pig for not wanting to sell me anything is bad. Anyway, what are you guys talking about? Like fighting or something?
Just a bit of our background, sharing those details and whatnot. Are you doing okay?
Me? Yeah, I'm fine.
No, the person behind you.
Oh, she turns
you
around.
have
Erebus
do you
is
have
right
anything
there.
I am also doing okay, Dylan.
Okay, good. And
Jesus Christ.
the madam person is fine.
It's time for us to return to the Phoenix, if that's what you mean.
Oh, lit. All right. Well, make sure we're all accounted for. Some of us might be a little more intoxicated than others, so yeah, we can take it a little bit slow getting back.
Brock gets up. I can't wait for new hugs.
Just be careful
Oh,
on who
yeah.
you hug, Brock. Not everyone appreciates it.
Oh,
I do. Not saying I don't.
big hug. Puts
When
his
we
hand
get
I
up.
back
give
on the
Brack a
Phoenix.
bro hug.
All right, Devon and Brock, big hug. They big hug. Oh my God, I can't talk. They
Big hug.
embrace in a big hug.
Well, no.
Meanwhile, Dridgy gets up.
You alright, Dridgy?
Where's Cock?
He's escorting the lady to the ship.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you'll see him back at the Bronze Phoenix. It's all good.
All right.
I was getting a little... I know it was only 15 minutes, but I was a little concerned that our enemies are everywhere, you know?
Oh yeah, I mean, if it was up to me, we'd just go straight back to the fleet and figure things out. But I know you guys got your.
Yeah, I think our enemies might be
Mission or
on the
whatever.
fleet, too. So.
Well, surely the best thing to do then would be to go there, stop them, and then we have the whole fleet on our side. But you know, what do I know?
I'm sure you know quite a bit, Dridgy. I feel like this is the longest conversation we've ever had.
Probably. This is a frequent dilemma on this crew, but I get it. You guys are all busy, and I'm the bodyguard.
No, I meant more so you're doing draconic lessons quite a bit with Cock.
That's true. Although I don't think I'm picking up on it nearly as fast as Timbly Bibbs.
That man is very intelligent.
Yes.
Not saying you're not.
Oh no, I get it. I find him so intelligent that I wouldn't say I suspect him, but he does have his moments. You know, that whole Anastasia Jade thing. I don't know.
A little dicey how he communicated, I agree. But
Yeah.
if Cock views him in good judgment, then I suppose we all should as well.
Yeah, of course. I would never suspect him of anything, but it's hard to get past that sometimes, especially with everything we've seen. But who am I to say? I mean, I turn into a fucking monster every couple of weeks, so I should probably keep that to myself.
We all do. I have vaporized about 8 people since I bought this gun.
Well, I'll make sure to stand behind you when we're in combat then.
Oh, no, please stand in front of me. I don't miss.
I can rest the gun on your shoulder.
How tall is she? Which one of us is taller? We're both pretty tall.
You're like
6'5".
6'8", 6'5". Yeah, you're definitely taller than her. She's like 6'2". All right, you guys basically have this conversation as you begin to walk outside and back towards the Bronze Phoenix.
Remember
Fuck
when we were
you.
playing a murder mystery in some dude's fucking mansion?
You immediately gave up on it.
Did we ever cure him? Or did we just
No.
leave?
There's also a culprit out there somewhere that you guys never found.
Holy
but-
shit.
Oh, yeah,
No,
fuck
we
that
did
guy.
it. It was the dude who It was the dude who came into town with us
Yeah,
with the traffic cone on his head.
yeah.
He was
He was
cool,
one of the
dude. He
many-
doesn't deserve to go to prison.
He was one of the many gnomes that we've run into.
Yeah, gnomes and halflings are my.
You should
specialty
cup your
in
mouth
this
shut,
campaign.
bitch. I hope you die.
All right. Meanwhile, Cock shows the Bronze Phoenix to Lady Wara and her silent friend. Oh my! This is very impressive, Cocculus. Where did you get this? Is this yours?
Oh
He
yeah,
sold his
buddy.
soul for it.
Who said that?
There's a reason that I chose you to be my main assistant back on the fleet. You are incredibly resourceful, and I always know that when you're by my side, you will help me make the best decisions. And here you are, the leader of your own crew. Incredible. Well, show me inside.
I do my sinister
pats you on the head.
jig. I do my sinister jig and the door opens.
Okay. Nice. The door opens. Do you continue the jig inside as you walk inside?
Yep.
All right. She follows closely behind, just not even paying attention. Like she's used to this. It's part of the process. The guard holds her bags and walks in behind her. Oh, this is incredible. Such a well-designed ship. This must have been incredibly expensive. Or perhaps a gift. You must tell me all the stories. As soon as the airlock opens, stood in the doorway is Leonard Latour. Just nappy sack outfit stood there. Halfling, tiny little 2-foot tall halfling just stood there.
I fist bump him.
He fist bumps you back as you walk past. Oh, hello there, madam. He bows. Oh, thank you. They walk past. The airlock closes. He's just stood outside the door still. All right. Well, is that your whole crew, Calculus?
No.
Yeah, you can hear people talking all over the place. People in the engine room, fucking someone in the kitchen. Is that your whole crew? No, bitch. Shut up.
Fucking no.
Open your fucking ears.
Must be the shadow swell. She can't hear well anymore.
Must have been the wind. So for sleeping arrangements, do you two sleep together or
Excuse me?
Not sexually.
No, not typically. Actually, I mean, technically, he did stand outside the door the first night. Second night, I was able to get him inside, but he's just stood and watched me sleep the whole night.
That's a bit creepy.
Right,
I mean, I do it, so it's not that creepy.
That just make it any less creepy, Andrew.
Well, I'll sleep wherever you have me, Cocculus. I don't want to be... just because I'm a former highest priestess, I am able to sleep in a humble accommodation if that is what you require. However, I would prefer if my bodyguard were to be by my side, seeing as I don't know your crew all that well.
What is the capacity of the captain's quarters?
I mean, it's pretty big. You did empty it out, and then there was new furniture put in place. So it was built with the assumption that you, Dridgy, and Timbly Bibbs would sleep in there. So I'd say about 3, but you could have, a bodyguard stand up all night in there as well.
Okay.
Just kick Timbly's into the same room as Brack and Bruce, and then...
Yeah, fuck that guy.
This is a room of the church. Get out!
Or Dridgy in with Dr. Vault and Rellin.
We do have the open room now, that spot in our room, because Reinhardt moved on.
True. I'll take Reinhardt off that.
Ah.
Bye, Reinhardt. For now.
He is also
He'll be back.
no longer... I'll take him off commander duties instead.
So right now I have 2 spaces open in rooms that are across the hall from each other. One is a ladies' room, one's a man's room. You can still be close, and then if we can reconvene in maybe 1 or 2 days, see how it's going, and if all is not well, we can switch it up again.
Yes, of course, and something I wish to speak about. Perhaps you can talk to your crew who know who I am. I would like to keep a low profile while I'm on this ship. I don't want the church, obviously, to know of my whereabouts, in case they do know that I have been faking my death. You know that whole part?
Yes, I did, before landing, tell them to not tell anyone that you were alive.
Incredible. Well, you always think ahead. Yes, I will take the room with the ladies, if that is all right.
Of course. Right this way.
All right, so you show her to her room. She puts her bag down. The bodyguard just stands outside the door. You can see the door to the room across is also open, and Bruce is just sat on the bed, like leaning back, listening to some sort of music device. And he just sees the armored guy, but he doesn't want to take his headphones off, so he just watches. And then around this point, the airlock opens once again as the rest of the crew walk in through the door.
Minute, I believe we're leaving soon, so you might want to come back inside.
Ah, excellent. I was waiting for you. I had a discussion with Cog earlier, and I wanted to ask you about something.
Sure.
He was very hesitant to mention to me that he discovered some sort of memory fragment within the ship, and I would like to take a look at it if you didn't mind.
As long as it doesn't shut the ship down in the middle of our flight, should be fine.
No. No, I mean, you can leave that to the turtle.
Unfortunately, I believe it won't be the last time he does that.
Alright, do you give him the physical memory fragment?
I do.
Alright, you hand it to Latour. Thank you. And he begins to walk back towards the bathroom.
We do have open rooms if you'd like to sleep in one of those, Latour, instead of the bathroom.
I'll be alright.
Alright. You alright with people using it while you sleep in there?
You won't even see me.
Okay.
You can see him pull like a compartment off the wall and then sneak inside and close it.
Ah. Okay. He has his own hidden room. Perfect.
Brock and Devon also watch this.
Oh, I know what a bathroom to avoid now.
That is our only bathroom.
Always watching. Well, technically, you
The only
have
bathroom off course.
you have a kind of like a men's and a women's, but they're both basically unisex. So there is 2 bathrooms.
Ah.
Yeah, we were able to shit when we locked the one dude in there.
I guess I gather everyone in the briefing room, which is the map room.
All right. And since we've had like 12 meetings in the last 5 sessions, I won't make you roleplay gathering everybody. I'll just say everybody gathers, except for Latour.
All right, everyone. We have successfully completed our mission here at the pit stop. That's up to Cock and his passengers to explain to you if he wishes to, or if they wish to. Did we told the crew what we were doing here, right? Or did we not?
We told them that Lady Wara was quote unquote alive, yeah.
Oh, okay.
But not to talk about it.
We indeed found the Lady Wara. I would appreciate it if you continue to not talk about it. For her safety as well as ours, because we don't want any of the anomaly fleet or any of Tratus's men getting wind of the fact that she is here and putting extra emphasis on tracking us down, more so than I'm sure already is being done.
Timbly Bibbs puts his hand in the air.
Yes, Timbly.
I just want to real quick, and he like walks sort of sheepishly up to Lady Wara. I've just heard a lot about you. And shakes her hand. Oh, thank you. It's nice to meet you, sir. Yeah, you're really cool. He slowly backs away, winks at Cock as he walks back. All right, everyone, keep going.
Anyway, also on the station, Reinhardt got visited by a friend, and he's now on his way to Elf here to attempt to rectify the situation there and deal a blow to Tratus. He'll hopefully find our wayward crew members, Jade and Anastasia, along with little baby Cow, and save them from possibly being destroyed by Tratus's fleet besieging Elf here that we did not know about when we let them leave.
Bruin, Tally, Wisp, Ina all tell a story of, Reinhardt coming up to them and saying goodbye and being like, oh, I know we just met, but good luck on your journey. And then Bruce is like, hold on, was I the only person on this ship he didn't come up and talk to when he left?
Bruce, I don't know. I don't know why.
Were you listening to music when it happened?
He puts his head down. No.
Oh, man.
I'm sorry, Bruce.
Don't take it personally.
Do not take it personally. Reinhardt has had a lot on his mind these past 3 weeks.
That's not you.
Shut up, Cock.
Lol. Got his ass.
Anyway, as I was saying, we do now have an open position for a commander on the ship. If anyone believes they are qualified to hold it, please come forward and we will think about who to appoint to the position. Besides that, we will now... I mean, it's a high intelligence and charisma role. Be proficient in ships.
I would say you guys don't have to do it this way, but because you have Cog available, I'd let you do co-pilot, co-commander if you wanted to.
Me?
Yeah. Otherwise,
No one
Bruce
else
is like, maybe the little halfling could be the commander.
So essentially, I'm the only available person who can fill this role in besides Leonard.
And do you want him being the commander of the ship?
I guess I will be both the commander and Cog's co-pilot.
By the way, I'm gonna ask this question not because I want people to know, but because I generally can't remember if he mentioned it. Did Cock tell everyone about what Lady Wara said about Leon Adrian?
I do not believe so.
No,
Okay,
I did not.
Okay. I just wanted to ask because I couldn't remember if that happened or not. All right, sorry.
I guess I'm now both commander and pilot. The plan will continue as it was before. We will now hyperspace jump to Vegorok and attempt to take down Thraxageddon in his maze on the planet's surface.
Brulin says, "Aye!" And everyone goes, "Aye! Aye! Woo!"
Unless anyone has any unforeseen information or news that has come up in the past 20 minutes.
Cog says, "I have some information, Commander. Hello, new Commander, Erebus.
Hello, Cog. What is your information?
If we intend on hyperspace traveling to the Light Forge, there are a few things we want to go over first.
What are those?
First, I recommend everyone be seated and strapped in with seatbelts when we enter the hyperlane.
Alright.
The second most important thing is I will need to send a signal of approval ahead to the Light Forge before we make our journey, in case when we arrive they destroy us on sight.
Okay.
Seems reasonable.
I will do that now, if you would like.
Let's hold off until the meeting is over, Cog.
Understood, Commander.
Was there anything else, Cog?
I believe that is all for now.
Thank you, Cog. Appreciate your help.
Absolutely, Commander.
I like I'm trying to be like overly nice to this thing so it doesn't turn on us and try to kill us.
I love you. What?
Mwah, mwah.
I don't say that in game because that would
Yeah.
ruin the entire.
I'm trying to be overly nice to you so you don't kill me. Okay.
Well,
you, Cog.
anyone have any objections to us going to Vegorok?
Nope.
I actually like it here. Sorry, guys. I'm done.
All right, Devon. It was a pleasure
Thanks for
serving with
saving
you.
me. Goodbye.
Does anyone need?
I also have
maybe
an
I
old
could-
friend that wants me to leave.
I
does
can
ever-
catch up with
Does anyone
Reinhardt.
step up into the medic position? No.
I like that, you guys don't know. Never mind.
We don't know.
I was just gonna say, you guys don't know what happened with Jamal and Brawl when they left.
We just know they left.
Yeah.
We don't know where they are. Because they're still on the fucking pirate place, aren't they?
Yeah.
Damn.
Somewhere.
Allegedly.
right.
They
All right,
immediately
crew.
jumped into outer space.
All right, crew. This was a fantastic meeting. Unless anyone has anything to share, return to your normal duties. And
Tina,
actually,
Tina says, lunch will be ready soon, everyone. So make sure you're there, or you won't get any, and I'll be very disappointed.
I guess we'll eat first before we jump to hyperspace, because people can't be eating and jump into hyperspace.
Commander, I recommend you hyperspace jump on an empty stomach.
Okay, I guess we hyperspace.
Yeah, I'm not trying to lose my lunch.
Can we move around in hyperspace while it's going? Like, how does this hyperspace work, Dylan? Is it like a instant thing, or is it like a Star Wars? You could be in there for 3 hours and you can move around while you're in it. You just have to be seat buckled when you go in or when you come out.
It's not instant, but it's like 30 seconds of being based. You remember the Instabird on Vegorok or on fucking
The train that almost hit me.
Yeah,
Or
it's
the train that
basically
did hit me.
you will be launched forward, propelled forward, and you will feel that, but it will be a little bit less because you're on board a ship. And it will happen like in 30 seconds. Because the forges, while they are immensely far away from each other in space travel, they are basically in the corners of the galaxy, so they're a straight line to each other.
Can the food survive the hyperspace jump?
Oh yes.
All of it launches off the table.
You know?
Yes. it should be
Instantly
all right in
goes
that
into
regard.
the vacuum.
All right, everyone, strap in. I assume all the chairs to strap in are in here.
Yeah, and like the cockpit and stuff. Yeah.
All right, everyone, strap in.
The main deck of the ship.
Me and Cog will prepare the jump. I go and climb into
Strap
my
in and
pilot
strap
seat.
on, fellas.
I go into the pilot chair and I start taking off from the pit stop to do the jump.
All right. Would you like me to send the signal of approval now, Commander?
That would be great, Cog. You don't want us to be vaporized upon arrival.
That would be unfortunate.
Indeed.
All right, so you hear like a beep boop. He does that.
Oh,
All
and
right.
I turn on the intercom.
Leonard, we are jumping to hyperspace. You might want to strap yourself in.
Yeah, that's a good call. All right, everyone begins to clamber into seats all around the sort of operations terminal. Lady Wara goes out of her way to sit next to Cock and just sort of whispers into the ear, "When are you going to tell your crew about the commander? The other commander?
Oh,
So many commanders in the galaxy."
The third commander of the crew.
Yeah.
oh, there are too many commanders. I know a good time, but not immediately.
Once we arrive at
The
Vegorok,
vibes have to
and are
be
in the
right.
mid. Once we arrive on
I'm not quite
Vegorok, we're
feeling
like
the vibes.
halfway through the story of getting through Vegorok. You're like, by the way, the commander's like on this ship halfway across the galaxy.
I don't want to say it now because then the old crew of the Vindicta might just turn the ship around and go look for him. All right.
Oh, you know I won't.
Yes.
That shit
I'll begin
abandoned
to
us.
strap in.
He can rot in hell.
Okay. You guys begin to strap in, and you wait for Cog's approval, or the Cog signal of approval from the Light Forge. Everyone except for Latour and sort of the Lady War's bodyguard just stands next to one of the chairs, and she's like, "Oh, don't be obtuse. Get in the chair." They sort of look at it, slowly begin to sit down. She's like, "I have to do everything." And she begins to buckle them in. All right. Then you hear, "I have received the signal of approval, Commander.
All right,
I will begin hyperspace jump in 30 seconds."
everyone ready? You got 30 seconds. Leonard, you got 30 seconds.
I let out a ravenous fart.
Alright, Cock farts his brains out as you all sit in the main cockpit of the Bronze Phoenix. The ship begins to hum with immense energy.
Could you just be
Vibrations of my fart.
slightly more professional sometimes, Doc?
the engines pulse with the same energy of Cock's fart.
Lead by
then-
example.
I mean, I
And
know
then,
I'm immune to poison damage, but not everyone is.
Erebus, you can see the sort of switch that you need to flick to activate the hyperspace. It begins to glow.
We ready, Cock?
Ready, Commander.
All right then. Flick it.
All right, with the decisive flick of the switch.
Flick
Flick of the
flick of the
switch.
switch.
The engines screech out, and then a deep rumble resonates within the ship, and there's vibrations of a beneath your feet as the ship aligns itself with Cog's designated coordinates. The navigation console immediately also begins to glow with like this blue energy, displaying a mesmerizing array of the various colors and complex star charts that you recognize. And as the ship begins to enter hyperspace, the atmosphere inside the control room that you guys are in, it almost changes. Like the ambient lighting shifts to like a soothing blue hue, casting an otherworldly glow on all of your faces. It's like in your eyes, you're trying to like bring your hands up to not see it. The low hum of the engines intensifies, reverberating through the vessel, creating a symphony of various sounds. Suddenly, a surge of energy engulfs the entire ship. Visible, just shimmering waves of blue energy going in and out. It ripples among all of you sat there in the hull, and the fabric of space-time distorts before your very eyes. All of the people sat around you begin to warp like they're fucking sludge monsters all around you, revealing a breathtaking cosmic shift within the figures around you. And then you see tapestry, stars, nebula, a distant galaxy. You're not even sure. The beauty of the universe unfolds before you. Before I continue to describe this, how many of you have actually gone through, your characters do you think have actually gone through a hyperspace travel before? Definitely not Cock. Definitely not Lady Wara. None of the Anofleet people.
I mean, I imagine we used it to get to... Fuck, where did we start?
Zokro Prime. You guys actually were on a bigger ship, so that took you to the planet.
Gotcha. I mean, I don't know. Maybe
If you-
one
you can ju-
twice?
Yeah, you can just say you did if you feel like you have. I think it makes sense for your character. You've been in space a long time.
If my undercover work ever took me northwest shadier part of the galaxy besides Vegorok.
Yeah. What about Devon? Do you think he would have partaken in this?
If he has, it's not been very many times. I'm gonna say once or twice, but it's definitely a very unfamiliar feeling.
Yeah, each time it feels like the first time because it is such a strange experience. All right, well, with a surge of speed and a brief flash of blinding light, once again, the Bronze Phoenix breaches the boundary of normal space, hurtling into the vast expanse of hyperspace. Expanse of hyperspace.
Advanced expanse.
That's my band. The world outside transforms into a kaleidoscope of shifting colors and ethereal streaks, like a cosmic dance of infinite possibilities. Inside the ship, time continues to bend and twist, leaving behind a sense of weightlessness. Like, you'll see the person in front of you's head, but there'll be like 10 heads of them, like, traveling beyond behind them, and it just looks very strange. It's like you're just drugged out of your mind. The crew members are bathed in this, like, surreal glow as they monitor each other. You can see Brock in particular is like shaking vigorously, like his fur, each strand is like a different glow, but they're all like waving and off the charts. And there's just like expressions of awe, disgust. Timbly Bibbs looks like he's about to throw up as you journey through hyperspace. It's an exhilarating experience, transcending the limits of conventional travel, but you all have your own experiences. You can... How about you all make Constitution saves to see how well you handle this?
Would this be a psychic thing?
What do you mean?
Like, would you consider it more of like a psychotic effect?
Not really.
Resistance to psychic damage.
Yeah, not really. You are just actively viewing everything change around you.
Con
It's not like
save?
happening in your head. Yeah, con save.
Everyone gets a +3 because they're close to me.
Oh,
Because Daddy's around.
Hell yeah.
then 21.
Goddamn.
15.
20.
Alright, you all did pretty good. I'm just rolling for the rest of the crew.
Alright.
Alright, Ina handles it pretty well. Lady Wara handles it pretty well. Timbly Bibbs, Tally, Wisps, and Dr. Vault all vomit all on themselves. Meanwhile, Brulin, they look like they just aren't even paying attention. Like they've just phased out as this happens. But there's vomit. You guys can smell vomit now as the ship continues through the hyperlane. Streaks of light trail past the viewports, blurring together into mesmerizing spectacles. You feel a surge of anticipation as the light forge, the relatively small in comparison to the other forges, but still colossal space station, looms closer on the navigational display that Erebus can see. Its elegant spires, intricate docking ports come into view, welcoming the arrival of the Bronze Phoenix. And the ship begins to gradually decelerate, and as the Bronze Phoenix exits hyperspace, you can see the light forge looming all around you like a giant metal spider. You actually see large robotic arms extend out towards the ship, and they're coming from the dock, obviously, and they sort of awkwardly grab your ship and begin to pull it towards into a landing spot. The station's main hangar is massive, easily several kilometers across, with hundreds of ships already taking up spots. The whole around is made of like a bright white steel metal. Glowing blue lights lining the edge of the various bays. There's like numbers, so you can see which one you're at, and you see marshalers using glowing wands to guide the giant steel arms towards the open spot to drop you off. I actually have a picture of this. Hold on.
I thought we were just going to drop out and keep flying.
Bye.
So this is sort of what it looks like.
Ooh.
And then you can hear as your ship docks in. What would you guys like to do?
Take off and head to Vegorok.
You're currently being held down by giant robot arms.
Let me go. Ah!
Fuck! You start hyperventilating, but you guys are all so let me set the scene a little bit. You guys are all in the cockpit. Bunch of you, all of you have seatbelts on. Everyone except Erebus is like in a ring of seats around the operations terminal. 4 of you have vomit streaking down there. Everybody's a bit loopy from what they just experienced.
I'm gonna get a garbage bag and start wiping the vomit off of people and then flicking it into the bag.
Okay. Cock undoes his wobbles forward and begins walking towards where the cleaning supplies are to grab a trash bag.
Devon will be
Wait.
doing wellness checks on the people that vomited.
Okay, you can do a medicine check, Cock. Give me a dexterity saving throw to see if you fall down the stairs.
You're like banging in the background. You look out the windshield and I flew out the ship. 24.
24, alright. You manage to like stop yourself each step before you fall. And so you head towards the cleaning supplies. What'd you get on the medicine check, Devon?
15.
15. Alright, so you begin going up to each crewmate individually, checking on them. You have a little flashlight you shine in their eyes to make sure they're doing alright. Believe it or not, like, the people you'd expect to be in, like, worse shape, like Ina, she's, like, an older woman, she seems fine. It's all, like, the younger people. Tally, especially Wisps, she looks fucked up. But, yeah, they'll be okay. It was just, like, the momentary going from completely normal to just, like, being sludge in astral space was a lot. Eventually, Cock returns with a trash bag, menacingly in the doorway. And Yasumi begins scraping puke up on the floor. Alright.
This will be valuable to my collection.
And now the rest of the crew begin pulling off their seatbelts and getting up and stretching and cracking their knees back into place. And the crew is...
I haven't had a 30 seconds that bad since the last time I was in the bedroom.
I high five him. And then quickly switch hands because there's vomit all over the one I extended.
Alright, Erebus,
I
what are
just
you
look
doing?
at the hand and don't high five it.
Erebus? Hello?
That's funny.
Oh, he's muted. Alright. Alright, what do you guys want to do? You have seemingly docked at the Light Forge, hopefully?
I'm gonna go open the door.
Like the airlock?
Yes.
Alright, so you head back down the stairs. Dritchi follows you. And you walk over to the airlock. You can see once again Leonard Latour stood at the airlock. Turns around, notices you.
I fist bump him again.
Alright, you fist bump him. You open it. As you open up your airlock to see the exit ramp extend out, you're immediately bombarded by the sound of activity outside. Several ships are in the same process of docking, the same way you just did, while others are being lifted up off of like the hangar floor to be inserted into one of the holes to exit the space station. And you see a variety of spacecrafts, from sleek luxury liners to battle freighters, even a few retooled old like military vessels. And the sounds of thrusters and engines fill the air, along with the chatter of space traffic control. You can see that you guys are in dock 375, so you may want to remember that. And you can see like there's a team of dock workers that are beginning to walk up towards your ship. Yeah, they wear like dark coats, red coats, various forms of safety equipment. You can see one of them, like a human guy with mutton chops, walk up the ramp a little bit. Excuse me, sir, does your vessel require any kind of repair or refueling?
If you could check the fuel levels, that'd be great.
Alright, very good.
I drop 10 gold in his hand.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate it. He begins walking back down the ramp. Alright, fellas, we're gonna take a look at the blah. Alright, you can see now some of the crew members are beginning to slowly make their way down the stairs to head back to their like spots, like Tally and Whisper helping each other walk back to the engine room. What would the rest of you be doing?
Trying to take off.
Goodbye.
You keep pressing the button to get the ship to fucking move. And the traffic control guy starts walking up the ramp. Hey, could you get whoever's driving this ship to stop doing that? It's getting in the way of our checks.
My apologies.
It's not ships without permission.
All right, thank you so much, sir. He begins walking back down.
I'm still doing it. No one's told me to stop.
Yeah, I'm
The ship's
walking
shaking.
back up.
God damn it, Jimmy! Jimmy, no!
This gets blasted by one of the.
You like look back out the airlock and you see one of the guys' his coat is on fire and they're quickly trying to put him out.
Please stop trying to make the ship take off.
Did he walk all the way back to me, or is he just like saying that
Yeah, I
at the
did.
airlock?
Yeah,
Wow.
I climbed back up.
Fucking assholes, just taking our ship without permission.
They're not taking our ship, they are refueling the ship. It
no
doesn't work
permission
very
for
well
that?
when we're using fuel.
Jimmy's
Fine.
on fire, you bastard.
No one asked them to refuel our ship, but I'll stop.
I asked them
When?
when I opened the door and he said hi.
I was not there. I've been in this seat for the past 5 minutes. How would I have known that?
Why are you trying to take off when we just docked here?
Because I didn't want to dock here.
Why did you fly here? You're
I didn't.
the fucking pilot.
You came out of
What is
hyperspace
happening?
and they immediately just grabbed our ship.
That's why the robot pilot phoned ahead. Is that because they were going to this exact location?
Erebus, get off the fucking ship.
Erebus doesn't want this vacation.
Stay right here.
All right,
It's
he
like
stays
in
the
Goofy
pilot's
movie when Max and Goofy are trying to force the car to jump in the direction.
I'm gonna put a child lock on the ignition button.
Oh fuck!
I'm just gonna unlock pick it immediately with my 30.
All right, what would you guys like to do? I want to try to take off again.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back to the door.
All right, Devon, what are you doing?
Are the fueling guys are still close by, right?
Yeah, they're like just outside the ship.
I'm gonna go up to them and ask, "Hey fellas, I'm a bit new to this area. I'm just wondering, kind of some fun spots maybe you'd like to recommend in this area."
Well,
Oh boy. Well, there's not a whole lot of fun to do on the Life Forge right now with everybody up in arms about the whole, like, people trying to take over the galaxy thing. There's a couple of spots you could check out, like Manny's Bar, but I've been hearing rumors that he's thinking of closing the place up, so you might want to head over there quick. Are you guys staying here, or do you plan on heading down to Vegorok?
Still undecided at this point. I think it's important that we decide that as a group. I'm
Alright,
not
well-
giving him any details.
All right, well, I'll continue checking all the fuel. Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah, thank you. I'll
Alright,
just
Cock,
head
you
back.
walk outside as well.
this smells great.
Few of the crew have opened up the cargo hold and are like walking out onto off of the Bronze Phoenix to like crack their backs and like just not be on necessarily solid ground, but not on the Bronze Phoenix for a little bit. Like Bruce is out there, Brock is with him. You see Brulin.
So how's the jump, everyone?
And Bruce is like, well, I've been a part of a few jumps, and they've all been just like that, and it's... I don't know if terrible is the right word, but it makes you appreciate not doing that when you're not doing it.
Yes, sir.
Well, what are our plans here on the Life Forge? Are we just trying to, get the papers in order and then get down to Vegorok as soon as possible, or...
Ideally,
Probably need to talk to
yes. We are getting more fuel and then trying to get down to Vegorok pretty soon here.
Want me to go talk to those employees over there, or...
Yeah, sure. If you want to.
Alright, he like checks his pockets to make sure he didn't lose anything in the hyperspace and then begins to walk over towards them. Brock sits down on the floor. That was like big intergalactic hug.
Sounds great.
And Brulin just stares at the ships all around.
Is Lady Wara still on the ship?
Yeah.
I'm gonna walk back onto the ship and ask if she needs anything while we're here. I'm
Okay.
making a run to the Walgreens. Need anything?
You walk back towards, I guess, like her room.
Yeah.
Head inside. You can see her and the bodyguard watching over her as she lies down in the bed.
She, doing okay?
Nar looks towards you. His helmet slowly moves in your direction. I should be alright, Calculus. I just am a little exhausted from everything. Maybe a moment of rest would be good for me.
We do have some downtime before we get to Vegorok, so that it's good time as any to do it. But do you need me to pick up anything while we're on the Light Forge?
I brought my medication with me. I assume you have water.
Yes.
Then I should be alright.
Sounds good.
Alright. And, Erebus, are you sure you don't want to do anything? You're just gonna stay in the cockpit?
Yes.
Alright.
Yes.
Cock and Devon, it's up to you guys.
Let's do
Well,
this.
eventually Bruce walks back up the ramp and is like, okay, so if we want to head down to Vegorok, the guy over there said his name is Nathic. We need to head to the inspection office. Something about they're being real safe with all the pirate activity going on with Tradus, I assume. He said he could point us in the direction if you guys want to head there with me now.
Sounds good.
Alright. You got the three of you begin to walk out the cargo hold. And Brock will join as well as you. And Dridgy. So it's Bruce, Brock, Dridgy, Cock, Devon. As you guys walk back over towards the employee, and he's like, alright, you just want to walk down the main path. So basically there's going to be a bustling market. You're going to head past that. A lot of exotic goods and trinkets. If you want to shop, go ahead. I'm never going to tell you not to. There's going to be a bar, the one I mentioned to your orc friend over here, run by a man named Manny. Usually it's just a place I go to tell my tall tales. And then you're going to head past the medical center, and right there, next to the cybernetic enhancement guy that nobody talks about, you'll see the inspection office. Everyone looks at each other.
Past the market, Manny's, past the medical center, and then we're good?
Past the medical center, across from the cybernetic guy, you should find it.
Sounds
Cybernetics,
good. Thanks
huh?
for...
I start walking.
I'm trying to be like cyborg.
Bruce turns around and starts following. Dridgy's right behind Cock. Brock just waits for Devon to see what he does.
Oh, I'll follow Cock.
Alright, so you guys begin to travel through the bustling light forge, heading in the direction that Nathic suggested. And as this happens, you can't help but overhear a commotion coming from ahead in the marketplace. Perception checks.
27.
Alright. Now that you guys...
Got a
sorry,
2.
I didn't wait for you. 27, I was like, that's a big number, I can go. A 2? Alright, Cock doesn't notice anything. But all of you guys, so as you guys are traveling further into like the interior of the station, it's similar to the Starforge in the sense that there's like a maze of like metal walkways. But this one's smaller, obviously, and there's a lot of like glowing screens along the walls that you guys walk down that show off like things that are going on in the galaxy, flashing lights from shops, already beginning to give you a headache. And then you make it to the markets, and everywhere you look there are signs of activity, you know, maintenance crews performing repairs right in front of you, merchants selling wares in the main section of the station, little kids running around and playing hide and seek, people with like mounts similar to Cock's Wardus, but like of different creatures, traveling with like goods packed all over them, trying to sell them, stuff like that. It's a big commotion in this area. But Devon, you see a group of people dressed in dark robes standing on crates preaching loudly about something. You hear them say, "This will be the end of the galaxy. It is time, my brothers and my sisters, for us to face the wave head on." And you can see some of them holding like holographic signs that read the Order of Matoni, and their message seems to be one of doom.
So, knowing that this is probably something that would piss Cock off if he noticed it, I'm gonna like change the way that I'm walking so that I'm in between him and the creatures so that he doesn't notice.
All right. You stand in between them and continue moving forward. All right. As you keep moving forward, I have to move. You can begin to hear, like, some more aggressive members of, like, the crowd around them. Like, there's a loud conversation going on, and then someone, like, stumbles out from the group and is stood next to Devon and just, like, holds out a piece of paper to you.
I'll take the paper.
All right, you take it, and he just puts his finger up against his mouth and continues walking. But you move past the chaotic group. Overall, it's just like it's unsettling the noises you're hearing from the large group, but you guys move past it. And finally, you arrive at your destination. A sleek office with a view overlooking the vast expanse of space. Seated at a desk is a well-dressed human woman.
Howdy.
She looks up from her desk. Well, hello there. Who might you meet? Who might you be? My God, I just died a little bit.
I'm not that ugly. I'm Cock.
I'm
Nice to
Devon.
meet you, Cock. Devon.
Oh,
I'm Tritchy. I'm Bruce. I'm Brock. All right. Well, I'm Captain Solara. I assume you're here about the docking. That's what
Yes,
everybody
ma'am.
comes here for.
Nice.
All right. You'll be headed down to Vegorok.
Yes.
Do you know which dock you were in?
375.
The Bronze Phoenix? Bruce high fives Devon. All right. And what are you heading down to the planet for? It's not that important, but they've been asking us to keep track of all these things. Is it a smuggler business, salesman, work, something of that variety?
I'm on a religious pilgrimage and maybe a bit of salesman work on the side, if it comes.
Well, I've been obligated to make sure that you're aware of the various shit happening down on the planet. Are you aware of the bombings and the kidnappings that have been happening in the Sky Cities?
I've heard a bit about it, but not terribly familiar, no.
Okay, well, there's situations going on in the Sky Cities where there have been attacks, and people have been taken during these attacks. I don't have any more information other than that. There's a suspicion that the Shadow Collective is behind it, but nothing has been proven. So, unless that changes your mind, I will get your form printed out, you can sign it, and I'll have you on your way.
Sounds perfect.
All right. She heads over towards a actual just Earth printer and begins printing out a piece of paper. They put all the basic. We get all the hand-me-down technology on this floor. It finishes printing. She just gets them all straightened and slides them out to you. All right, just sign on the line on these 3 pages. Cock
Nice.
pulls out his pen, feeling good about himself.
Yeah.
Alright, you sign. Yes, good. Alright, and then just initials on this last one. Alright, you just put a Q. She slides them back towards her. Excellent. Alright, I'll get these filed. You may inform the dock bookers that you're free to go.
Perfect. Thank you.
Thanks for your
Thank
help.
you so much. Yes, absolutely. Enjoy your stay on Vegorok. Try not to get bombed.
I'll
She doesn't
try
say
my
that. She doesn't say that. That's a horrible thing to say, you evil woman. All right. Bruce and Dridgy begin walking and talking as they head up back towards the Bronze Phoenix. The rest of you sort of slightly behind as you head back towards through the market, past the medical office. Past the bar. I assume nobody wants to stop at any of these places. Alright. And eventually, Dridgy and Bruce get back onto the Bronze Phoenix, and Timbley, grabs Cock's shoulder for a second.
Yes.
Have you noticed anything recently about the gnome? Sorry, I gotta do Timbley's voice. The gnome that we've been, the halfling or whatever that we've been taking with us.
Right, the old captain.
Yeah.
Anything weirder than he's already been doing? Not particularly.
Okay. Well, I just thought I'd let you know, because while you guys were away on the pit stop, I noticed something. He was up in the cockpit messing around with the main terminal, and I didn't think anything of it, because he's been doing that a lot recently. But I just thought when he was done, I'd go up and check. He was definitely sending some sort of message to somebody, but he deleted all of it. And I don't know what it was. The database, I'm not smart enough to access that kind of stuff, but I just thought I'd let you know, because it sketched me out a little bit. I don't want to suspect anyone of anything, especially after the whole ordeal with Jade. I just thought you should know it's not the first time that I've caught him doing strange shit. I know you know this, and I just thought I should let you know. How many times do I gotta say this?
Sorry, you just thought what?
I just thought potentially I should let you know just in case.
Oh, okay. Well, that is
And Devon, you can hear him say this as well.
very interesting. I'll see if I can do something about this.
Yeah, I'm not a fucking detective or anything like that, so I just thought I should let you know so you could do something about it potentially. And I thought I should let Devon know too. He's here as well.
Sounds good.
Cause like if a bunch of evil halfling pirates showed up on the ship one day, I wouldn't want to like think back on that moment and be like, oh, I should have said something. I should have let somebody know.
Yeah. Communication is always good, so your input is always appreciated, Timbley.
And again, I didn't want to suspect him of anything. I just thought I should let you know. Okay, I'm done with this bit. All right.
I just thought I should let you know, guys. Come on.
All right, you guys get
It's
back
me
on the
letting
ship.
you know? Ah.
You can see the station traffic control people. One of them walks back over to you. All right, we checked on Jimmy. He's headed to the infirmary. He should be okay. Oh, sorry. Did you need something?
Yeah, we got the paperwork.
Excellent.
We're gonna dip out if you're done.
All right, he points up towards someone. You can see someone that's like on the crane controls up there. And he just gives them a thumbs up, and then he pulls back, and the arms detach from the ship and pull up into the sky. All right, you should just take off from the spot you landed. It should be all right.
Sounds good, thank you.
All right, have a wonderful journey, sir.
You too? Oh.
We're going on a trip in our favorite rocket ship, zooming through the stars, little line star.
All right, you guys get back on board. All right, I assume somebody tells Erebus about.
Yes.
All right, you walk it back to the cockpit.
Still furiously pressing the button. Ah!
It's finally working. Let's go. Finally going to Vegorok, boys. Let's go.
No one's fucking told me anything yet.
I said we can take off.
And we relayed the Timbley information to you as well.
I'll take us off.
All right, you activate the engines. They begin to come back to life.
I'm just flipping off the station the entire time as we fly by.
All right, you flip off the station, and the ship, the Bronze Phoenix, begins to lift off a little bit. And
The
slide back
workers
through
like,
the hole.
I'm like, what do you say fuck me for?
I'm just doing my job.
I'll show you what getting bombed is.
Oh my god.
I was debating having them pull the trigger on our main gun and fire into the station.
William hates the working class, confirmed. Alright,
I
you
hate
guys begin to
people
take
who
off.
deter us from our mission.
And it's about a 45-minute journey towards the atmosphere of Vegorok. This goes by in no time. Well, no, actually, it goes by in 45 minutes.
That's crazy.
And the Bronze Phoenix begins to descend into the atmosphere. And the three of you up in the cockpit, Brulin's up there as well, near the main terminal. You just see a breathtaking panorama unfold before your eyes. The floating islands, suspended in the air like ethereal wonders, create a tapestry of natural splendor. I feel like I already used tapestry earlier.
You did.
The forests that cling to the edges of these floating masses, their foliage vibrant with shades of emerald, jade, and sapphire. The islands drift gracefully in the sky, guided by these unseen currents and harmonizing with the planet's energy. Delicate waterfalls cascade slightly down off the side of towering cliffs, their crystalline streams merging with the mist-filled skies. The air is tinged with a subtle, sweet fragrance that carries in through a gentle breeze into your ship, drawing out whispers of the planet's secrets and mysteries. From the vantage point of the Bronze Phoenix, the party can see the whole wonders of Vegorok in all of its glory. Majestic rock formations floating in the depths of the clouds, intricate shapes resembling ancient sculptures crafted by otherworldly artists, luminous flora on the sky cities above thrive, their petals and leaves creating colors that rival the brilliance of the astral stars themselves. And the sun casts a golden ray across this landscape, illuminating the floating islands and bestowing them with an ethereal glow. However, that is what you see in the skies above. Down below it is a much different story. You see a dead land. Grass that was most likely once green that has now turned an eerie tan. Sand has begun to come up from underneath, displaying a much more desert-like surface than even the books once wrote about. The land below is dying, and Erebus would know that the tribes continue to struggle while these sky cities have, for the most part, risen above. Nice. It is in this serene, captivating setting. The party is momentarily enchanted by the planet's magnificence. A tear rolls down Leonard Latour's face, who's now stood on the console where Erebus is piloting. Seeing a planet again for the first time in centuries will surely have its effect on him. It is a fleeting moment of tranquility, however. Moments into the descent, you hear Cog's voice speak out. "Excuse me, Commander, but..." And you hear a massive explosion come from somewhere on board your ship. Everyone in the cockpit feels this shake, as a small rogue fighter begins to plunge down from above, coming down from the atmosphere as well, launching tiny missiles in your direction. Roll initiative.
Evasive maneuvers!
Get in this motherfucker.
What's in maneuvers?
Evasive maneuvers!
18. So I roll for the ship.
Yeah.
What's its initiative
Who
modifier?
the fuck said that? Oh my god, that scared the shit out of me. Jesus Christ.
The ship got 18. I also got 18. So me and the ship are acting on the same turn. Makes sense.
What about the rest of you?
I got a 6.
6. Nice.
9. Nice.
Yeah. Alright.
Stop laughing.
Alright, so technically the Bronze Phoenix the Bronze Phoenix turn is basically you guys ordering the crew to do stuff, whether that's try to escape or fight, and then on your turns you can do individual things, since in this situation you may need to do that. Alright, well, the first up is the Bronze Phoenix, so what would you guys like to order the crew to do? Immediately before combat starts, Brulin slams down on the alarm.
Shoot back at them. Does our turret rotate, or is it only shoot forwards?
Yeah, I mean, it has like the whole side that it's on to shoot.
Shoot at them, Brulin.
Alright, so you begin turning the ship towards the enemy, and Brulin will fire. Do I have the Bronze Phoenix sheet open?
I do. It's +6 to hit.
Plus 6. Do one of you guys want to roll a d20?
Sure. Unless someone else wants to.
Oh,
You
dude.
got this.
Fuck you.
Yeah, I'm glad you did. I got a nat 1 Andrew. So you can't
got
do
a
worse than that. You got a 4
14.
+6, so 20.
Hey.
Alright. 20. Alright, somebody roll damage. It's 3d10.
Why don't we all roll 1?
Okay.
8.
That's a
I
D8.
also got an 8.
There it is.
So 16.
I got a 9.
25.
25 damage. Alright, so immediately Brulin rotates the gun, letting off these 3 blasts that all slam into the small little fighter, but it seems undeterred as it spins back around, heading in your direction as you guys continue to descend. Alright, now it is Erebus' turn. Is there anything...
Hey,
in particular?
On the Bronze Phoenix turn, we can take 2 actions as long as they're expert in that thing.
So you can take 2 actions choosing from the options below. It can take only 1 action if the crew lacks an expert pilot or... okay, yeah, what would you like to do? You want to fire again?
Yeah, fire again.
Alright, do that process again.
Nick, that's your roll this time, I guess?
Alright, let's do this. Rolling, 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 rolling.
We're taking your fucking ship.
Does a 17 hit?
Is that with the +6?
Ah,
So just a 17?
yeah.
Yeah, that does not hit.
Did you say yes or no
That
to
was-
adding the +6? I could not understand your grunt.
I had an 11 and I added the 6, yeah.
Gotcha.
Alright, so Brulin fires again. This time, the fighter manages to duck and weave between the blasts heading in your direction.
Now that's
Now
the end
it's
of-
your turn.
I would like to... How big is this ship?
It's very small.
Could we just ram into it?
You could try.
Alright, I would like to use my bonus action to move pilot.
Bonus action. Okay. Wait, you want to use your bonus action?
Yeah, I'm a bit confused how... Because I'm moving the ship, right? But I have a... Because I'm a rogue, I get to use a bonus action to move. So
Yeah, it's just the ship isn't a rogue.
So I could move as an action and then
Yeah.
move again. I can pilot as an action, but not pilot 3 times as I could move myself.
Right.
Okay.
Like, I guess, so you're trying to ram it, you're not trying to, like, get away, basically, is the question.
I would like just to do evasive maneuvers. Would that be like acrobatics? To like boost our chance of him hitting us? Boost the chance of him not hitting us?
Not really. You can't, like, add to your AC by, like, spinning the ship.
Could I prepare a dodge for when he next fires at us?
Prepare a dodge. The ship. Sure. You can prepare a dodge. It won't give them disadvantage. It'll just add to your AC slightly. I'll say +3 to your shields AC. If that's what you want to do.
Yeah. So our
Okay.
shields are at 18.
18. Yep, that's pretty good.
How much damage did we take from the explosion? So we can add that to the
Yes.
shield damage.
Let me calculate that. I fucking forgot.
And that damage
I totally
threshold
forgot.
10, do that to do more than 10 damage for it to... What does that mean?
Yes, they have to do more than 10.
For it to affect our hit points?
Yep.
Okay.
So for example, if they do like 36 I just did,
It's
will
only-
do 26.
Gotcha. 74.
All right, and then it's gonna it's already spun back around, and now it's gonna fire again at you guys. And the ship's AC is now at 18, so that's probably not gonna hit. It is gonna be a 21. It does hit.
Ooh,
All right.
damn.
So it once again fires off these like torpedo-looking weapons. This time it's only going to be 14. No, it's going to be
4?
I fucking did that wrong. Why can I not type correctly? It's going to be only 18 damage as it another blast slams into your engines and you guys go shaking. Now you can begin to hear people from down below screaming, "What's going on? Who's attacking us?" You think you can hear Tally yell out from the engine room. Brulin looks towards you. And you say nothing. All right, Devon.
Yes?
No, Cock, it is your turn.
I mean, she
Yes.
looked at me in the middle of combat. I'm focusing on piloting. I'm not really paying attention to her.
She looks at you, but you're not looking at her, so she just goes back to firing. All right, Cock, it is your turn.
I'm gonna run down to the engine room.
Okay.
Get those shields replenished!
Riz up the shields.
charges up the shields. Alright, you want to make it? Hold on, I gotta check what that would be.
Sleight of hand, I think is what we did in the past.
Give me a strength roll.
How hard I can yell at the shields to go back up. That is 22.
Alright, let's say you'll give the engineers advantage on their attempt to heal the ship. Let's see how they do. Okay. It's not great, but it's better than nothing. They're gonna give 7% shields back.
7. So 7?
Yeah, 7, sorry. And then... Is there anything else you can do on your turn, Cocculus?
No, I'll just keep rizzing them up.
Alright, you're like talking mad game, helping hold up big ass pipes as they try to duct tape them back together. That's literally what, in my imagination, what engineering is. It's like the ship gets shot, pipe falls off, you hold it up, they duct tape it. Alright, Devon. Sorry, guys.
No, go ahead, Devon.
This is a bit of a stretch, but I'm going to ask it anyway. So I have a spell called... It's not that. Well, it's kind of like that, though.
Could you bless?
I want to cast Shield of Faith. The only problem is the description of that is a shimmering field appears and surrounds a creature of your choice within range.
Eight
So I don't really know
Cog is in the ship, and Cog is a creature, and Cog's body is the ship. Boom.
Ooh.
You could put the Shield of Faith on Cog, but that will only help if it does damage to Cog. Which you don't know how that symbiosis works at this point.
The other thing I was thinking, Nick, not that I can tell you how to do it, but if you could bless our gunner, so then we get to add that like D4 to our hit chance.
Ooh. Point, yeah.
We fly up right in front of them, and I teleport into his ship and snap his neck.
Let's see. Ooh, I can cast Bless 3rd level, which allows me to bless 3 people. So I'll bless her. Is it Erebus, are you flying the ship or is it Cog currently?
Me? Both of us?
Yeah, technically right now you're manualing the ship in this situation. So yeah.
Okay, I'll bless you then to assist in your ability to follow through on an action. And I'm trying to think who else.
I would say it's Tali, but it has to be people you see, right?
Yeah, I need to be within 30 feet of them.
Are you here and within 30 feet of Tali?
Technically no, because you have to go down the stairs and then into the engine room. Do you have to? It's see them, right?
I need to touch them. I think it is.
Oh, okay, never mind. Cause I would say if it was C, I would allow you to use your turn to run down and then be down there. But if it's touch, then I don't think you can make it.
Actually, no, I don't. It's I need to be within. It's there's nothing saying touch, so I think I don't need to touch them. It's like I just need to see them.
Yeah, I'd let you run down the stairs. It's just that on your next turn you'd start by the engine room.
Yeah, that's fine. But I'm still able to bless the first 2 people.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, then I'll just use 3rd level.
Gunner, me, and the engineer are blessed.
Yes, sir. So you can add a D4 to your next roll.
Yes.
Alright, and at the start of the Bronze Phoenix's turn, you hear Cog speak. Commander, I apologize. It appears all of our scanners are being scrambled. I did not see the ship coming until too late.
Alright, Cog, figure out what's jamming our scanners and try to do a workaround.
Understood, Commander. Alright, what would you like?
Fire the main weapon! My turn to roll. Get to add a D4.
And just so you know, in case this wasn't clear, by firing the weapon and dodging, you technically haven't moved any closer towards the.
Gotcha.
You are sort of spinning around the other ship, both of you interlocked in combat.
We're in a dogfight.
Yes, very much so.
We
All right,
need to explode that ship.
Let's do some turret rolls.
Alright. 12 plus 6 for the 18. Plus 2 for 20.
That will hit.
That will hit. Everyone roll a d10.
Oh boy.
1.
I also got a 1.
You got a 6.
God damn it.
All right, 8 damage to the fighter. All 3 shots hit, but 2 of them, squeak off the ship. Whatever that means.
If we tell the engineers to fix the shield, and then Andrew does it again on his turn, would we be able to do that, or?
Yeah, you could heal it twice if you wanted to not fire again.
What do you guys think? Fire again or heal the shields? We're only at 63. So we can take more damage before we start damaging our main engine components.
Yeah, let's shoot him
We
again.
can take a couple.
All right,
Yeah.
shoot him again. Andrew, your
You
turn
can
to
add
roll.
another D4.
Yeah, because we're blessed.
Yes, sir.
Right. And then for 21.
It's a hit.
Yes. I got a 10.
Woo!
I got another
9.
one.
So 20
God
damage.
damn it.
Alright, so you blast into this fighter. It's like spinning all around you. And you do 20 more damage to it. Alright, that means it is Erebus's turn.
I would like
Erebusy.
to. Okay. I just want to talk this through with you, Dylan. I would like to fly closer to the city, but then I also have my reaction in combat, which I have uncanny dodge. Could I apply the uncanny dodge, because it's me recognizing a danger coming in and dodging, to my piloting? So then I skirt out of the way while we're flying?
So you're moving towards the Sky Cities,
Mm-hmm.
but you're so how? What
Essentially,
would that do, basically?
uncanny dodge is a reaction I can take when an attack hits that I can see, and I can use it to take half damage. Can I use
Okay.
that while I'm flying?
I'm gonna say no. Because I don't. Because it's I'm gonna say no.
Also, one more question. Is every turn a minute?
Every turn is 6 seconds.
Oh, 6 seconds. Oh, bet. Okay. You can hang on to that bless for a while then, because it's a minute lasting.
Shite.
Alright, I like to fly us closer to the city.
Alright, you begin
That's my
heading towards
action.
the city. Alright, so you will move the ship's full movement, which is listed up above somewhere. Travel pace. 500 miles per hour. That doesn't help me in this moment, but
Well,
you
it's
get the idea.
6 seconds. So 60 divided by 6 is 10. What the fuck was I doing? I don't know.
You guys move towards the city anyway.
10, 500. So 50 miles. We get 50 miles closer, essentially.
Yeah. Alright. And then it is the fighter's turn. Alright, on its turn, it ducks up under the ship. I have to roll a dice. Believe it or not, in D&D I have to roll a dice.
Dun dun dun!
Was it trying to fly casually?
Who made this stupid fucking game?
Your mom.
Alright. Alright, you don't hear anything. Okay, you don't hear anything. Alright, Cock, it is your turn.
He's pulling his cock out.
Put it away!
I'll start
Put it a fucking way!
hitting the gritty to heal the ship.
Alright.
Take it. D4 to add to the.
I'll take that as a yes.
Sorry, what'd you say?
Strength again.
Yeah.
28.
Yeah,
Oh my god. 28. Alright, they get advantage once again. Let's see how they do.
They get to add a
I
D4.
get like a 1 and a 2.
They get to add a d4? Okay.
They blow the ship up.
Again, you're cursed by the DM's rolling. That's at
Can we
8
roll?
more
Can we just
HP.
roll for all of our crew members' dice?
Sure, if you want to do that next, I'll say you can do that next. But at this moment, it is 8 more HP to the shield.
Suffer your terrible dice rolls. How much? 8?
8, yeah. Alright, Devon. You were near the engineering room. You're not necessarily in it.
How close, in terms of feet, would you say this opposing ship is from us?
You can't see it right now.
Yeah, it's gone somewhere underneath you. You're not sure where it is.
Okay. Because I'm tempted to use this spell, Guardian of Faith, where a large spectral guardian appears and hovers for the duration in an unoccupied space of your choice, given we're flying, there's a lot of that you can see within range. The guardian occupies that space and is indistinct except for a gleaming sword and shield emblazoned with the symbol of your deity.
Jesus.
Any creature hostile to you that moves to a space within 10 feet of the guardian for the first time on a turn must succeed on a dexterity saving throw.
So can you summon it outside the ship and like have it hang on to the ship, or?
I think you can just float in the air. Yeah, it says it hovers, so it can just hover around us.
So you want to summon that outside the ship?
Yeah. In case they get too close and try to fuck with us, then it can clap back, but it needs to be 10 feet away. So.
And what is this called?
Guardian of Faith.
Is this a spell?
Yeah, level 4.
God damn, bro. You guys are fucking stacked with these spells. Guardian of Faith, there we go.
Not all of us. I'm not.
Alright, any hostile creature that moves to a space within 10 feet of the Guardian for the first time. Alright, for my own, like, imagination's sake, I'm gonna, even though it's, like, floating next to the ship, I'm gonna picture it, like, held on and, like, swing a sword around if the ship gets near. And what does this Guardian look like to you?
It's just me.
Kind of the unembodiment of, like, poor hygiene. Like, it's just, like, blubbering with, like, nose drops and, like, fucking all this stuff. And it's a very, like, you know, disgusting looking person, but it's our angel of protection.
It's like that animated germ from those fucking commercials I can't remember the name of.
The great.
Yeah, it looks like that,
Pooh.
and also with Beavis from Beavis and Butthead.
Nice.
Yeah.
Alright, that thing holds on to your ship for dear life and swings its sword around in case the ship comes near it within 10 feet. Alright, that's your turn. At the start of the Braun Phoenix's turn.
Do we have anti-grav on this ship?
No.
Like, so if I flipped us upside down, we would just start falling to the ceiling.
Yeah, unless you were in your seatbelts.
I'm gonna, seeing that the ship dropped lower than us, I would like to use the 50 feet to drop 50 feet. I'll move down my turn. We can't see anything. I would like
Yeah,
to
right now all you see out in front of you is you're heading towards one of the sky cities.
I'd like to.
Is there a particular one you want to head towards?
The capital.
Okay.
I would like to drop us 50 feet straight down.
You want to drop 50 feet straight down.
Slam into his ship. Get fucked.
I gotta find something.
Cut the engines.
Whack.
Drop 50 feet. Turn the engines back on.
He Batista bomb his ship into the ground.
You were heading in the direction of Olympia, but now you're just letting the ship fall, basically.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. As the second your ship begins to fall, it needs to make a dex check, but it has a -1. So will someone roll a d20?
7.
Okay. So basically, the second your ship starts to move again, it never really stopped, but within the turn it starts to move again, you hear a crackling sound coming from underneath you, and then like this pulsing, and then just explosion coming from the cargo hold. Alright, everybody needs to make a dex save, and I need to start rolling some dice. I just need to do the math ahead of time. The people in the engineering room have the +3, right, Andrew?
Yeah.
Cool. Alright, well, it's gonna help one of them, that's for sure. Tally got a natural 1, so that's good. So 4 for her.
Is this a dex save?
Yep, dex save.
17.
17, nice.
Natural 20, which brings it up to a 24.
fucking ape.
Oh no, Devon. Hey, alright.
Oh, what is your...
Now I need to do the rest. I need to do them.
Oh,
You know
yeah.
what you're doing, your mind?
Everybody, suck me.
You know how to
No.
ride? You like doggy?
What are you doing?
Alright, so, it'll be quicker to tell you the list of people who passed. So, Wisps passed, she got a 21. Erebus, you passed with a 17. Cock, you passed with a 24. And then the only other person is Ina with 17. She's been the most competent new member so far. Oh wait, I forgot about Brulin, who's in the cockpit with you guys. I need to roll for them. Alright, they passed as well.
What happened to us rolling for all of our teammates?
Eat my balls and my ass all at once. Alright,
Daddy.
so I gotta roll a lot of dice now. Alright, so it's gonna be, so for Erebus, you guys are gonna take 20 damage each as this flame shoots up from underneath you.
We succeeded, right?
Yep, you succeeded.
I will take no damage.
You will take no damage.
Yes, because I have one of my abilities is evasion. When you're subject to an effect that allows you to make a dex saving throw to take only half damage, instead take no damage if you succeed on the saving throw. You can only
Right,
half
take
damage
no damage.
if you fail.
Which I suppose makes a little bit of sense since you're literally in the cockpit and this was happening down below. But, so Cock, you'll take 20.
Yep.
Everyone else will take 40 damage,
Sure.
including your main engine.
Good thing we have a wrench that just fixes an engine immediately.
So there's like a ripple effect that goes through the ship, and one of the engines, one of the pipes on the engine comes off, and Telly's like, "No, we're out of duct tape."
You just taped that one.
The engine health is out of 100.
Yeah, I just lowered it. Alright, and then the ship drops 50 feet as this happens.
All right. Do we see the enemy now?
Yeah, you'd probably see it fly past you up.
Shoot it.
Did they come with...
It did not. Well, where would you have placed the Guardian? Like, on the ship, where would you have put it? Like, below, above, on the side, one of the sides?
Since it was below us when I cast it and I couldn't see it, I just cast it kind of below.
Alright, it is currently above you, so you do not. It does not come within 10 feet. So your Guardian's just underneath as the ship falls and a huge explosion happens, like, no! Alright.
For the
What
other,
would you like the ship to do?
shoot the bad guy that we can now see.
Alright. Roll for that.
Who wants to roll?
I'll roll. What am I doing? This D20.
Anyone?
Oh yeah, I'm muted.
Okay, I guess I will.
Andrew's rolling, but you have him muted.
My bad, Andrew.
I'm just rolling a D20, right?
And I guess Nick has to roll for
Yeah, for the gun.
concentration to see if his
Okay.
blast is still active.
That is true.
19.
Yeah,
Hey.
still active. So D20 and a D4.
Wow. Interesting. 18.
That's a miss.
Ah!
Do you want her to fire again?
No, that would be our two. Me piloting as an action, and then her shooting as an action for the ship's turn.
True. Alright, they fire up above, and the ship has disappeared above you. Okay, and then it is your turn, Erebus.
Are there any clouds nearby?
Yeah.
I would like to fly us into a cloud and hide the ship.
Okay. You want to fly the ship into a cloud. Just roll a stealth roll.
16.
Alright, so the ship flies into a cloud.
And then on the intercom, I would like to say, "Someone check on the cargo hold."
Okay. You say that over the intercom. Okay. Alright, Cock, it is your turn.
I'm gonna start doing the Macarena, and then I'm gonna sprint out of the room to the cargo hold afterward.
Um,
Hey!
All right, you sprint into the cargo hold, and the first thing you smell when you begin to head down the ladder is flame. As you duck your head under, and like things are on fire, things are falling over, crates are caving in. It's a mess down here.
What
Ugh, smells like fire.
what exploded down here?
I got
Oh,
a
are-
24 for Macarena in the engine room as well.
Okay.
That was him giving advantage for the engine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
That.
Is it the engine oil that blew up?
All the gas they just gave us.
Oh boy. All right. Is there anything else you want to do?
Let's see what my bonus actions look like. I'm gonna start like assessing the damage or trying to find if anything's on fire in here.
Okay. Well, the first thing you notice is the magical cage has no flame on it.
Hey,
Why didn't he just build his entire ship out of that so then wouldn't have to worry about fire?
You can never use magic on this ship, but you can never die to fire.
we
All right.
can never open the ship because we're trapped inside the cage.
All right, so that's the main thing you notice, but you'll need to do a proper perception check on your next turn.
Save the rebreathers.
All right, Devon.
Hmm.
You can sense your little boy swinging his sword outside.
Should we roll for the engine repairs?
Oh yeah, I should do that.
You said we could.
Yeah, I'm changing my mind. I want to do it. I want to prove that I can roll well.
Well, I got a nat 20, so can we use that?
No,
No.
Oh,
actually, yeah. Sure.
Plus,
Uh,
I get to roll. So it's actually, I rolled a 24. Nat 24. With the plus.
18 health then to the shield.
And we bought Callie that wrench that will auto-fix an engine, right?
Yes, it will repair a broken engine.
So does it have to fully break, or will it just, she uses it fully healed to 40 hit points immediately?
It has to fully break.
Fully break. Gotcha.
Yes. That's the part they don't tell you at the shop. You have to be actively falling out of the sky for it to do its magic.
But it will fully repair it.
Yes. Well, you assume. Alright. Devon, what would you like to do?
you said my guardian was swinging that sword, right?
Yeah.
Well, with that knowledge, and given that I am limited in what else I can do, I'm going to. It might just difficult because there are certain spells I have that are good at range, but I just don't think I could use them given that I'm in the ship right now. I don't have the direct line of sight with them. But I do have a weapon that can work autonomously and chase out after an enemy, which is, of course, my trusty spiritual weapon. So I'm going to cast spiritual weapon outside the ship and send it towards the direction of the Guardian, where I assume opposition.
Okay.
Just looks behind
Send
him. There's a
another
knife flying after him. Ah!
You send another spiritual object outside the ship. Is that all you would like to do?
I'm kind of thinking how, like, the spiritual weapon almost works as, like, a third eye, where I can see what it's targeting. So could I, like, go outside the cloud and, like, see if I could see the enemy?
Is it a third eye?
I'm kind of improvising that, to be honest, but it doesn't mention anything about it, so probably not.
Yeah, you just it feels the cloud around and it swipes at the cloud.
I'll just send it down to where I'll have the Guardian at the bottom and the spiritual weapon at the top of the ship.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's good. All right, so you deck the ship out with some more protection, and then the Bronze Phoenix's turn.
We can't see the ship because we're hiding in the cloud, right?
Yeah.
I would like to... Cog, has there been any process on our scanning devices?
The interference is too strong in this area.
How far away are we from Olympia?
You felt like you were getting pretty close. The cloud you're in obviously makes it hard to tell now.
I guess spend a turn having the engine repaired twice.
You want to do that?
Yeah, I'll roll for the first one, 23. Second
12
okay.
HP to the engine.
And then a second time. Actually, just that once, maybe? Because it's only minus 50 feet per 25 damage taken. We've now taken less than 25 damage.
Yeah.
How big is this cloud? Can I, like, continue to fly forward?
A little bit, but if you want to head towards the city, you're going to have to exit the cloud.
Cog, do we have any automated sprinkler systems for the cargo bay?
Oh, that's a good question. I will check, Commander.
If we do, turn them on.
Roger that. Roger.
Cock, does Cock have a communicator?
Yeah, I think so.
I guess it poked mine out. I'm like, Cock, I don't know if you've gone to the cargo hold or not, because I can't see through the ship walls, but if the situation's dire down there, recruit the non-essential, recruit who you can to help you put the whatever is going on in there to deal with it before it causes more damage to the ship. That will be the Bronze Phoenix's turn. I guess part of that was my turn. Like me communicating with Cock was my turn. The other thing the Bronze Phoenix wants to do, because I don't really want us to move forward while we're still on fire. We'll roll to heal the shield somewhat.
All right.
5.
4 HP.
That is me and the Bronze Phoenix's go.
All right. Some time goes by. Cock, it is your turn.
I'm going to roll a perception check.
All right.
18.
Perception check. Also, make me a Arcana roll, or make me an Arcana check.
It is also an 18.
All right. The sense you're getting from, you don't see any bombs or devices going on inside. You think that probably something was placed on the underside of your ship that just pushed fire into your cargo hold.
Interesting. Let's see what my unseen servant can do. If I summon it outside of the ship, is it just gonna fall?
Does it float like the spiritual guardian?
The thing is that it floats, but I have to summon it on the ground.
I mean, you could summon it on the... Yeah, you could summon it on the
Like roof?
opposite side of the ship. Yeah. And then it could crawl.
Yeah, I'll summon it on the roof because I don't have to see where I summon it, which is great.
Alright.
And then I'll have it crawl to the underside to look for any foreign objects.
Okay. Alright. Just roll a straight D20 and I'll see. I'll just use that as its dex roll, unless it uses your stats.
It's 14.
Alright, you can sense it begin to crawl along the side of the ship. A lot is going on outside the ship. It high-fives the spiritual guardian on the way. Even though the spiritual guardian doesn't see it.
Hey!
Alright. As you do that. Anything else you want to do on your turn?
I'm gonna start, like, opening the slave cage door and look around for valuable stuff to just throw into it.
Okay. How do you want to get over to it? There's fire all around you. You want to Erebus try to climb across the ceiling and then fall into the flames and die? The sad slip into the flames.
I'm gonna whip out my cube of force, and let's see. I'm gonna see if I can, if using Phase 4 works for spell effects, and see if that works on the fire or not.
Spell effects. And it just expels spells around you?
Spell effects can't pass through into the orb.
Okay, you activate that, and yes, the fire around you dissipates in the area around that.
Right. Coolio.
And so you walk over towards the cage?
Yep.
Alright, you walk over towards the cage, and you're looking for valuable items as you go?
Yeah, just around the cargo bay.
Okay. Like, most of the... If there was any wooden crates left over from the original, when you first bought the ship, those are destroyed. All the metal crates seem to be okay, and I assume that's where you'd put your most valuable stuff, like the rebreather suits and all that.
I'll start moving the engine oil and shit in there.
Okay. Alright. That's what you do. Devon, it's your turn. I'm above my microphones.
He's on the ceiling.
He's running away from us. No. Devon's gonna walk up to our gunner, and he's going to cast guidance on them, which then allows them to add a D4 to an ability check roll to improve their ability to shoot them when it is possible.
Okay.
And then, as a bonus action, I'm going to use Channel Divinity Preserve Life, because I'm assuming our gunner and a lot of other people need some health after the fucking fireball of doom and destruction that just came through. So that allows me to heal 40 health amongst people. What is our gunner's health at again?
They seem okay. They're down 20 HP.
Okay, are they below half of their HP?
Yes.
Okay.
So I guess they don't seem okay, but...
And who else is within 30 feet of me that would need health? That's below half.
The only other person is Erebus, and she's okay. I don't think he took any damage.
I did not. Because I rogue is designed not to.
Does Cog need some health?
Seems like Cog's okay, actually. I mean, he's an android head, so he could always use a pick-me-up, but he seems okay.
And it's just those three that are within 30 feet?
Yeah.
And the 2 engineers.
Alright, then I guess our gunner will just heal up to half health, and that'll be it.
Alright. Okay, so, on the Bronze Phoenix's turn, down below in the cockpit, flames all around Cocculus as he begins to move things around to the best of his ability. You begin to hear a strange... Is that picking up on Discord?
Yep.
Alright. Coming from on the underside of your ship.
That doesn't sound good.
Oh, my unseen servant's got it. Let's start moving the
Oh, if that thing moved and it's within 10 feet of next Guardian,
What thing?
whatever the noise is.
What noise?
Sorry.
Who the fuck's
Sorry,
that?
I'm being a piece of shit.
Who's that bibbity hobbity there?
You better stop that down there.
Now, if I see you move one more inch, I'm
I'm gonna kick your ass.
I'll kick your fucking ass.
He gets one Potter, I'm gonna kick your ass.
Is the unseen servant on the underside yet, or is it still crawling down the side?
On your turn, it will be there.
Okay.
Technically, it's the Bronze Phoenix's
Um,
turn, so...
Should we start moving again? Should we stay still?
We healed up
I
quite a
mean,
bit.
if we can move,
so it's
then
gonna
yeah.
go on the offensive.
Alright, I'm
Kill
gonna
him.
start taking us off towards Olympia again.
Alright, you start moving the ship out of the cloud towards the city, and now that you've made it out of the cloud, you can see it in better sight. It's pretty close. You can see, you think, like, figures in the sky moving in your direction from the city.
Can I roll? I'll move another 50 feet closer.
Alright, you move another 50 feet closer on your turn. And yeah, now you can see what are clearly Aarakocra flying through the sky in your direction.
Alright.
I love how a spaceship
Saved.
4 times slower than you are, William.
Yeah, this ship moves slower than I do.
Yeah.
Give him wings. He's just.
Considerably so.
It's my turn now, right? Since I did the 2 actions of the Bronze Phoenix.
Yep.
I will use my action to move us another 50 feet closer.
Alright, you move another 50 feet closer. At this point, the Aarakocra are pretty much on you. And one of them, like, lands in front of, like, on the window of the cockpit and just, like, looks inside. You can see it's got goggles on as it looks.
Do I recognize this type of response? Being as I'm from the planet?
I mean, yeah, I mean, you know that you know that they do not like ships in this part of. They don't typically like ships in this part of the Sky Cities. They like to keep it open for people who fly naturally. It looks like maybe they were coming out to maybe guide you somewhere, but now they're changing their plan.
Gotcha. I wave at him, I guess.
All right, as you wave, he flies off. All right, is that your full go?
Yeah.
All right, Cock. On the start of your turn, your unseen servant makes it to the bottom of the ship. Now, the spiritual guardian only attacks foes, correct?
Yep.
Hey!
And I forget how the spiritual or the unforeseen servant. Can you see through him? No, right?
He's a spectral thing, so I can't really see him. I can sense him, but I can't really see him at all.
Okay. You can sense
Oh,
him
see through him, you know.
Crawling.
No, I can't see through him like I can with Erebus.
Right. Alright, you sense him crawling on the underside, and, like, he's beginning to slip very badly because there's less things to grab onto now. But I don't know if you, like, it's hard to communicate with it. You just sense it moving.
Mm.
Is there anything in particular you'd like to do?
Let's see what I got.
Start stomping really hard to try to get the thing off.
Yeah. I'm gonna start rubbing the cube all around the floor to try to get the object inside of it, to try to dispel any shit it's trying to do.
So you want to put the cube basically where you think the thing on the other side is?
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay, you do that.
Yay!
The fire in that area dissipates.
Yay! And I will wait for a hopefully good response from Ia Boy.
Okay. Alright, and Devon, I need it. What would you like to do?
Devon's gonna walk up to Erebus and cast guidance on him.
Okay.
Which does
You just add a D4 to your next roll.
just the next one.
Yeah, it's one off.
Oh.
But
All
since
right.
I can't really do anything else, I'll probably just go back and forth between you and the gunner. Because I can't really do anything else.
Let's go!
Well, you could go help with the fire that we don't know about because Cock has not told us anything about it.
Alright.
I mean, get the boost.
At the end of Devon's turn, the ship continues to make its way towards the Sky City. And as that happens, down in the cargo hold, you just feel like this strange pulse come from the underside, and the flames go away, but there is a weird sound, like a gargling, and then nothing.
It's Optimum Prime.
And you're sort of like next to the cube trying to hear if you can still hear that sound, but it's gone. And you guys, I assume, continue towards the city, Erebus?
Right.
Alright. It's a bit of a panicked landing, trying to get away from this thing, but as you're now able to sort of look up, you can see that whatever attacked you is gone, and these Aarakocra fly alongside your ship, sort of guiding you towards one of the ship storing sites that they have in the Sky Cities at Olympia.
Yeah, good call finding that cloud, William.
I don't know if that helped us or hurt us. Thank you.
And as you guys dock, you can hear sort of panic coming from the Aarakocra. They like get down. They land next to the ship. One of them runs off towards a couple of guards that are, asking what's happening. They're conversating, but your ship has landed.
All right, everyone who is injured in the fight, please report to the medical bay. Devon will be happy to tend to your wounds.
I'm gonna immediately open the cargo bay door.
Okay.
And then I would also like to get to the cargo bay quickly while everyone gathers in the medical bay.
While you guys are doing that, I'd like for you to request that people on Vegorok provide medical assistance. A lot of injured people.
Yeah, we also have some medical supplies, but I'll see if they can spare them.
All right, you open the cargo hold, and pretty much by the time that happens, Erebus is down there.
Ah!
You go to press the button, I just appear next to you. So what's going on? Hi there.
Big spooky noises on the bottom of the ship, and hopefully it's not a bomb.
Well, let's go check it out.
Yes.
All right, you guys begin to walk off the ship, the two of you, side by side. You can see guards quickly mobilizing towards your position. You can't tell what animal race they are because they're wearing helmets that cover their face, and they're holding weapons. And as you guys begin to step off the ship, 12 or so guards are pointing weapons at you, and the Aarakocra with the goggles walks in between them, pulls the goggles up. Excuse me, what do you think you are doing?
Checking to make sure that I believe... Did I recognize the type of fighter that attacked us?
No.
No. That we were attacked by a fighter while attempting to dock safely and staying out of the flying zones. However, the fight made us need to be a little bit more direct in our approach, and we believe they may have attached something to the bottom of our ship, so we're going to go check that to make sure it's not a bomb.
Persuasion roll.
Any of these guys dwarves?
No.
I gotta ask because I have advantage on specifically dwarves. I wish they were. 10.
10. Okay. You will do absolutely nothing until we are sure that you are telling the truth. For all we saw, you hid away in the clouds trying not to have your ship taken by the guards here. And there was fighting somehow. All of this is very strange, and we do not like it. With everything going on, you should be more careful, the Aarakocra says.
We were being careful, and then we were attacked. How can we be more careful if we're the ones who got attacked?
There is no proof of this.
Yeah, there is. We have flight recordings.
He sort of puts his wing out
Not
we have
on
tons
me.
of injured people on the ship.
That too. And you can literally see the fire damage in the cargo hold right behind us.
That proves nothing.
It proves there was a fire.
He whispers something to one of the guards. Well, I'll have to take this to King Leonin. He will assess the situation. This is our crisis management unit. If you truly were under attack, then we will see to your injured. But I am not so sure.
I just stop listening to him and go to look at the bottom of the ship.
Dylan, this is more of a outside question. Because I know I was recruited specifically to go into the Ring Fleet because of my good job. How involved was the king with that? Would he know who I am?
No.
No, absolutely not.
The king specifically would not know who you are. They're more like people that worked under him would at least know you by your stage name or whatever.
Gotcha.
Okay.
I guess.
Well, as Cox starts to walk, one of the guards is going to shoot at him. I got a natural 20.
Well.
So you're going to take 10 damage, and as that happens, a little thing goes into your turtle skin. So I need you to make a Constitution saving throw. Fuck these people.
26.
26. Alright, so you can feel this weird toxin enter your skin to try to put you to sleep, but you just pull it out and throw it on the ground. I recommend that you stay on board your ship until we figure everything out.
Do you want to
Explode?
explode? You dumb
I
bitch.
recommend you let us check the
You
bottom
all
of our
want
ship
to explode?
to see if there's a bomb attached.
Because I don't.
Get on your ship, and we will check it for you. This is ridiculous. People come to your planet, and suddenly they think they're in charge.
Well, this is my planet too, so...
Do you run the place? I didn't think so.
Do you run it?
The fucking guy.
Clearly you
British
don't, because you'd have to go to your king to ask for shit.
I am the leader of the Crisis Management Unit.
We'll
Maybe
stay
you
on our
shouldn't
ship.
Incredibly rude.
Cock, please let me deal with this. Get back on the ship.
You guys are so good at making friends. All right,
I will
two of
bomb
the
you.
guards. Two of the guards start walking towards the bottom side of the ship. Do you see any bombs over there? The two of you just sort of stand in the cargo hall waiting. This is all very unfortunate. Two guards walk back. What? Oh, of course. There were no bombs. However, there are quite a few scorch marks. So, also there's apparently some sort of spiritual guardian down there that they had to avoid. I don't know what that's all about.
It's like trying to stab him the entire time.
Yeah, it's like reaching the sword out from under the ship. They're trying to look around it.
You're within 10 feet of me.
Please, I need to stab you.
Neither do I. Truthfully, I was in the cockpit. Oh,
Well,
well, return to your king and do let those in charge know that Erebus has returned to Olympia and has dire news for them to listen to.
Erebus, Vegorok says. Alright, he points to one of the guards with that information. Also, gather some medics. Bring them to the hangar. And the Vegorok starts walking towards your ship. May I board? Is that alright? Take a look around. This flames you speak of?
Did we put them all out? We did, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, don't touch anything.
He puts his wings up in the air. He walks onto the ramp slowly, making eye contact with the turtle as he does. So, explain to me exactly what happened.
Well, we were flying up to Olympia to make a safe and approved landing when we were attacked from above by a fighter. We returned fire to deter them from attacking us again as we continue to move towards the city. However, they dipped below us and I believe attached something below the cargo hold, which then exploded upwards and caused a great deal of flame and hurt the majority of the crew. I was lucky enough to avoid it, being in the cockpit and pretty far away from the explosion. Our fire exhaust, what you call it. We then hid in the cloud to lose the fighter as it flew away, so we could make makeshift repairs to both our shields and our engine in case it came back.
Persuasion roll.
27.
Okay. Well, I suppose if this is the case, then we will be able to help out a little bit, but you need to stay on board your ship for now. There are things to go over before we just jump into a new alliance with complete strangers. I hope you understand.
Sure, complete strange. Yes, I understand that there are trying times on Vegorok. The Shadow Collective is making its move, and supported by Tradus, gathering influence.
He looks at you skeptically. What do you know of the Shadow Collective?
More than you. More than you.
Yes, boy.
Okay, you say that. Well, for now, return to whatever it is what you were doing inside the
Getting
ship,
killed.
and I will
Yes, we'll make sure the fighter comes back and keep shooting at it.
I will report when I have news. He walks off the ramp. You can see some of the guards begin to disperse, sort of just around the ship, and there's like a janitor coming over to like begin cleaning the ship, and the Vegorok just waves him off.
Got the squeegee on lock. I'm gonna start looking for
Alright.
people to put my cock on.
All right, you climb back up and head towards the medic office where Devon's maintaining order, but seemingly is in need of assistance. So you begin to help some of the injured crew, and unless there's anything you guys want to do before we end, I feel like that's a good spot. You guys have
I know Troy
landed on
said
Vegorok.
not to message him again. But now that we're on planet, I would like to send him a message with my communicator instead of the thieves' code, informing him that I have arrived on planet to try to help deal with the stuff in the Shadowlands.
Okay. How do you want to use your communicator? Because
I assume I have his number, right?
yeah, I mean, if you want to just use his like basic number, sure.
Yeah.
You can do that. All right, you send Troy a message. All right. Anything else anybody wants to do before we end the session?
Speaking of your
Not
thieves' code, are you able to find an individual named Pimbo on that?
Oh yeah, let me take a look. Sleight of
Put a
hand.
hit out on Pimbo. Sure.
25.
All right, you find a profile. I mean, there's not many Pimbos, so it's pretty easy.
Okay, 18 Pimbos. You're gonna be more specific.
Is this him, Cock?
Ah, yes. I wish to hire him for a little expedition.
Hmm. Yeah,
That's
I
something you can do on there?
It is. I mean, what are you hiring him for? I don't want to ruin my rating more than I already did by shooting out that gnome party.
I am going to have him go back to the Anno fleet and gather some knowledge.
Sure. I get working with Cock. We put a request in for Pimbo to do reconnaissance on the Anno fleet.
Interesting. Okay.
Who would have thought a random thing I said about a thieves' code 3 episodes in?
No,
I know, it's great.
I love that whole thing. It's like, you attacked with magic. If none of the opposing party has magic, that's not allowed by thieves' code. If you're on a thieves' code.
No honor.
No honor.
The Thieves' Code and Roderick Jeck were just William basically just coming up with shit out of nowhere.
That's a 1-star review on Yelp if you don't stop. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's essentially what happened.
All right, but yeah, that's where the session ends. You guys on board your ship,
we made
kind of crash landing on Vegorok.
Yahoo!
When did I come up with Roderick? Did I just like ask about magic items or something and then summon him to us at some point?
It's less about you coming up with him and more he was just like a random NPC and you yelling about him, and then there was some moment after you yelled at him where I said something out of the blue and then you went, "Who said that?" And then I just said, "Oh, it's the gnome from the shop. He's suddenly there," and that's how he became the magical gnome.
Hey guys.
Love that. That's the good part about this, though.
But originally he was just like he was just an NPC I had in the marketplace in Knox Hollow during the zombie attack. But yeah, good session, guys.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.